Hello and welcome everyone to another fantastic Thursday. I almost said Saturday. I don't know why. Thursday here on the Exploding Dice channel. My name is Askren and I am your host and dungeon master. And welcome to the Razor Coast, our fantastic pirate-themed adventure here every week. We have a bevy of people, a full crew with us today. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Ready to party?
Yeah.
So
Ready
ready.
to set sail.
Tuesday night.
And you know who
Sail.
you know who is also ready to set sail? It's Dragon Jam, who is coming through with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, my friend.
Woo.
Welcome to the madness. You are Dice Thulu's newest tentacle touched. Guys, raise a drink in chat for Mr. Dragon Jam. Welcome.
Cheers!
Woo!
I have an empty
Raising
mug.
a naughty Girl Scout too.
Oh yeah. I am drinking the Dark Penance. I don't know if you can see that. But thank you, Dragon Gem. Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We have a great show lined up for you guys. But before we get into all of the introduction stuff and all of that business, just a couple of quick announcements. First, if you have not already, please hit that retweet link. Dice Thulu has it for you right there in chat. Go ahead and tell all your friends to come hang out with us, as we are going to be having a good time. Second, of course, if you guys are enjoying the show, or you can, of course, hit that follow button, and if you really want to support the show and you want to help us out here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would also link our Patreon, but apparently shit's going down on that end, so we'll just have the subscribe option up for now. Or of course, you guys remember, as you would like, you can donate to the show, help us hit our goal to keep the stream running, and in the process give any of our crew some natural 20s, inspiration, a draw from the tarot deck maybe, and other cool things, and of course all of that goes right back to supporting the show. We do have one other major announcement, but we'll save that for the end. I will say, of course, that we are, as always, this show is brought to you by our fantastic friends over at Sirenscape, who will provide most, if not all, of the ambience and music that you'll be hearing throughout the show. And also, as I said last time, our official and ongoing sponsor is our great friends over at Elderwood Academy, making our awesome dice boxes and other crazy things. So, guys, if you love custom handmade wood dice or wood crafts to store your dice and other gaming accessories in, go check out Elderwood Gaming. They are fantastic. That's all my rambling. I don't want to do much more than that. Let's jump right into things. First of all, let's go around the table and introduce our crew and have each of them tell us a little bit about themselves and who they are playing today. And let's start up at the top with a face that we have not seen here before. Making her first appearance on the channel. It's Haley.
Hi, everybody. I'm the great Haley. Yay! See, I hate going first.
All hail.
All hail. I'm playing Ember Withers. See, it just it's a human rogue. Yeah, she's has a pirate history. Likes to steal things. She's kind of a klepto. Maybe everything's with purpose, so she says. Yeah.
Awesome. Next to her, of course, we have Danny.
Howdy. I am Drunken Geekery here, but my Twitter profile is at Imperial Scum, so I know that got a little confusing before. And I am playing Malvina of Grey Whispers. She's a bard with some issues, and not everything she does has a purpose. Most things, I think, do.
Awesome. Fantastic. Below her, of course, we have the awesome Novalisi.
Hello, everyone. So I am Novalisi here on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I am playing the Bloody Bobby. I am a human fighter I've got some vengeance to get. I spent some time with the Tulita tribe. Tulita, and I knew that. Of course, I did. And I have a little bit of male objectification that is bred into me, so I may be a little bit of a scoundrel, but I
That's objective.
a little bit of a scoundrel, but at the end of the day, I fight for what is right, and so yeah, that's a little bit about Bobby. I'm excited to play with everyone today. I'm sorry, I was a little bit late to join, but I'm so excited for today.
Awesome. Next to her, of course, we have Bree back with us.
Hey, it's me, NPC Bree on Twitter and anywhere else. I don't really go anywhere else, but I'm NPC Bree everywhere else. Tonight I am playing the very blue, very awkward Raylan Abagath, who is a Triton druid who is known best for her journal of thoughts, ideas, and knowledge she gains from the land world. And she is completely dependent on this group of scoundrels to figure out what is good in the world above, which is so far getting her in a lot of fucking trouble. But yeah, that's it. I'm ready. I'm so excited.
Awesome. And last but not least, we have another new face to the channel. Down in the bottom, we've got Dingus hanging out with us.
Hi, I'm Dingus, at Where's My Dingus on Twitter. Usually I'm streaming on Off the Tables channel. Got a couple streams on there, but today I am here with you guys, and I am playing Tico the Unfortunate, or the Misfortunate, sorry, who is a Menehune sorcerer. He comes from the Bloodstein jungle, and after an unfortunate accident where he burned down a majority of his village, he decided to, or rather was encouraged to, leave the village to tame the flame and learn to control his powers. So that's where he's at right now.
Awesome. And that is going to round out our cast. As we dive back into things, first of all, I want to thank Mage and Sage, and Desert Wild, and Odigan, and Happy Fun Bear, and Rumple Threeskin, and Faranox for joining us. Thank you for Rumple Threeskin. Yeah,
Love it.
Thank you, and Biggest Arc. Thank you guys for following, and welcome to the madness. So before we get right into things, we need a little bit of a recap. Do any of our adventurous players want to go ahead and try and remind us what happened? And as you are choosing among yourselves, I am going to thank Biggest Arc for the subscription. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the madness. Thank you for joining us, guys. Raise a drink in chat to Biggest Arc with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, my friend.
Cheers.
So, who's the brave soul? Who remembers what happens last week?
It might be through a smoky haze, but I kind of remember. Our party met Bobby, our blue druid, and the bard here. I'm sorry, I can't fucking think of your name right off the top of my head.
Whatever.
I know. We got together. We got drunk. We learned the skills of flirting. You drank a fish, a really gross fish, and almost vomited. And then we got in the middle of some kind of caper. We were going to go kind of borrow your friend's ship, but we caught somebody stealing some stuff from it. So we chased them. And then we tried to kill some guards, but unfortunately they were much more powerful than us. And last thing we knew, I think our world kind of faded to black as we were getting our asses kicked.
Ooh. Hold on, let me find Raylan. Hold on, let Raylan grab her journal. Here's a note. Here, we'll use it. Ignore this Wiccan book that I have right here next to mine. No judgment. It's fine. Okay. So according to what I have here, it looks like one big teenage jerk face robbed us of the part of the boat that keeps it from tipping. I don't know boat shit, so I can't tell you what that actually is. But looks like one small asshole boy stole that from us, and we chased him. And then it looks like more assholes, some guards, wanted to rob us, and we decided we were going to beat their faces in. And then someone told us to run and follow in the smoke. Is that about right?
Yeah, so you guys began, you met each other, you had some capers in a few bars, there was a lot of drinking involved, there was some rumors that got passed around, there were some challenges that got taken, but eventually you decided that you wanted to be on the docks to make some coin from your former captain, Piter, who had a little bit of a job for you. But in the process, or before that happened, you decided to go see if Raylan's friends, the people who had sheltered her in town, had a boat that you guys could potentially use for your own purposes. When you got to where the boat was supposed to be docked or moored, you found that someone was stealing something from it. A young man was stealing something from it, and as he saw you and ran, you chased after him, kind of losing your way a bit, causing a bit of commotion on the dock, and in the process were accosted or cornered by a few municipal dragoons, the sort of armored police force, as it were, here in Port Shaw. The dragoons did not seem to want to help you, rather they seemed to want to shake you down for whatever it is you were carrying, and our little group resisted. They did not want to be robbed, and so as some more dragoons came in, you attempted to fight back, but where we left things off, someone intervened in this fight as it was about to boil over, as smoke began filling the alleyway, and someone, amid the commotion, is pulling you out and attempting to get you to follow them. So let me change up the music here just a bit, as we move there. Where are we? So that is where we're gonna pick it up, guys. You are here in the middle of this kind of fight. You hear the sound of kind of men shouting, of chainmail clinking, of weapons being drawn or being leveled, of people, like, of impacts on both the stone and whoever is concealed by the smoke, and someone has kind of, in the middle of this cloud of smoke, has whispered to you. They're urging you. They said, "Come on, follow me. Let's go."
Okay.
Let's go. Let's run.
That guy's hammer really fucking hurt.
Lead the way, I suppose.
So we'll say that Bobby was probably the one closest to the exit, like with the alleyway where you guys came from. So you would be the one that would probably feel someone grabbing your arm and kind of tugging you.
Okay, let's go, guys. Now is our chance. Let's go.
All right. It's pretty hard for you to see. Do you want to grab your friends?
Oh, do I have to grab them? Yeah.
You can if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab them.
Okay.
That wasn't my arm. It's okay. I like.
All from here to like my belly button, so I've got like titties a flopping.
Well, I'm grabbing something. I can't see in this smoke, so I'm just grabbing something. I'm bringing you guys with me.
So you guys, you grab your friends and you just start pulling them in the direction that you were being pulled, and kind of you feel the smoke kind of it's not pleasant. It's causing your eyes to water a bit. It's kind of stinging, maybe kind of causing you to cough a little bit, but it doesn't feel noxious. But you kind of, after a second, you're pulled out into sort of the darkness of the alley, like it's night out, obviously, but the air is suddenly clear, and the smoke seems to be sort of billowing outwards, so you could just see the backs of like the guards who are kind of swing. You see one of them his back to you is like swinging a spear into the smoke. You don't know what he's swinging at, and you hear him shouting. And Bobby, because you were up front, you see there is a woman at least it appears to be a woman with very short gray hair, pulling you, and she's kind of like tugging you down the alley that you came from, and like instantly turns down a really narrow corridor between two buildings.
Okay. Can I just like who are you? Where did you come from?
She doesn't seem to sort of answer you as you're being like dragged with her. She's just kind of like yanks you around the corner, and the whole group of you kind of like sees there's a really dark kind of narrow alleyway between two buildings with a lot of like overhanging like clotheslines and sort of like little firewood roofs and things like that, making this place kind of hard to navigate. And she's just like sort of ducking between them. You can only see her, you haven't seen her face, you only see her back. She appears to be shorter than you, and kind of a little bit stooped over as she's sort of deftly pushing her way through this, and then she grabs what looks like a kind of a wobbly wooden gate and just sort of shoves it open, opening the alley up. And she just turns to you and you see she's old. Like, she's got a kind of a wrinkly face, very short hair, kind of a frown on her face, and just points into the gate.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. By the way, thank you from the bottom of my cold
She just
heart.
shoves you through the gate. The rest of you guys are sort of like a pace or two behind this, so you can kind of see her sort of, and like as she glances at you, kind of after shoving Bobby through this little kind of rickety gate.
Come on, guys, quickly.
Dude,
Get the
yeah,
fuck
I'm
out.
following behind. I'm like clutching the back of like your cloak or your shirt or your backpack, like a child. Like, please don't abandon me.
All right. As she kind of like grabs the gate and kind of slams it behind, and you see her kind of wrapping this rope around it a few times before pulling it tight. She's gonna kind of push past you and just like push this really like heavy wooden door open, and it's very dark, and kind of there's a building kind of overhanging, blocking any light from the moon, and there's no torches here, so it's really hard to see what's going on in this alleyway. But you can see her kind of pushing this heavy door open in front of you, and she just kind of like steps in, and then you see her kind of glance back and kind of like wave to you.
I'm just following her. I'm continuing wherever she wants to go.
Once you guys are in the building, the door just kind of slams shut, and a second or so goes by, and you're in darkness. Like, it's dark in wherever you are. You're in a dark room. There's no real windows or anything here, so it's hard to see anything. And a second later, you hear as a match lights, and you see her kind of like reaching up with this match and just kind of like lighting a candle that's hanging from what appears to be a wooden post. And as the candle lights, the light begins to spread in this room. And you just see this woman kind of like a little bit hunched over, sort of an aged face. She looks strong for a woman her age, like very healthy, but she's kind of got a little bit of a scowl on. Let me find my notes here, just make sure this is on the right page. And she says, "Well, that was not particularly smart. Why would you go and do something like that?"
They were
Well-
asking for it.
And
They were very mean.
we weren't looking for a fight. We were actually in pursuit of someone who had stolen something from us before we got attacked by the dragoons.
Right.
I think one of them's dead.
She
I would say.
Stabbed him.
she says, she says, you're new here, right?
I mean, what makes you say that?
Because you don't pick a fight with the dragoons.
Duly noted, but why exactly?
she just kind of like, you see her kind of like look a bit exasperated as she takes the candle off the thing and turns and kind of begins like limping a little bit over towards a table where she kind of lights a lantern on that, and then hooks it back on the thing, and more light fills the room. She says, "There is no one here that can make your life more difficult than the dragoons, and there's no one here that I would rather not have the ire of."
So
Then- Yeah.
why did you save us?
Because I was looking for someone, and I saw you, and I come in, I saw your ship, and I said, they might work. They're not affiliated to anyone, and you need money.
Oh, it's one of those things. What do you want from us?
She kind of turns and looks at you. She says, "Well, she says, I was thinking of offering a little bit of a job, but I also says there are plenty around here that I could hire. I've been given free reign." You guys can see this room is fairly dark, and as the light begins to illuminate it, you see that like it's there's a lot of benches and stuff in here. However, you hear a faint jingling, and you look up, and the light seems to be kind of reflecting off metal surfaces, as it seems the entire ceiling is just covered in dangling metal blades, hooks, chains, and saws that are just kind of gently kind of swaying on their own, not like just clinking back and forth.
We're not into that kind of shit. I mean, you ladies are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we are particularly interested in whatever you're offering.
I'm curious, why do you all seem so nervous about the hooks? Am I missing something? Is this a note I should be taking? Is there a note I should be taking?
Take note of this, Miss Raylan. Generally, when there's rusty hooks and strange instruments about, you want to stay pretty far away from that. I mean, lady, I appreciate what you've done for us today. You're a sweetheart, I can tell. But this kind of work, this kind of business is not exactly what we're into.
Unless it pays really well.
It looks like fishing, maybe. Hunting?
Remember we talked about perversions last week?
Hold on. The wrong kind of mating, correct? Okay, let's
Good girl. Good girl. You get a cookie later.
She kind of sits down in a chair that's kind of next to one of these wooden tables, and you see her kind of fishing in her I guess in her like vest for what looks like a pipe. And she begins kind of like taking another match and beginning to light it. She says, "Well, the problem at the moment is that you are not arrested or dead right now."
And we are grateful. We are grateful for that.
Sure.
But our saving, we didn't ask for it, and therefore I don't think we owe you anything. So I think we'll go ahead and see ourselves out.
Do you want to turn towards the exit?
Mm-hmm.
As you turn towards the exit, you see kind of the door has been is open, and standing in the doorway, like immediately behind you, is a giant, like must be almost 7 feet, a giant, just silhouetted from the ambient light outside, hairy figure. It looks like a humongous humanoid, just thick, fat hands.
Like Chewbacca?
Kind of, but
Same.
heftier,
But indeed.
beefier. You can just see that like the face is cut off by the doorway. However, the just visible is like this, like a snout of like a bull, as this just giant muscular hairy form is standing in the doorway.
If you don't mind, could you just
He just kind of ducks his head down, and you see the horns on the head. This giant bull face as he stands up, his head kind of like brushing against the metal things, like completely blocking the doorway.
And what is that?
That's a good question.
Oh, that's Korg. He's with me.
What is a Korg?
Oh, I don't follow.
I'm doing a very important study on all land creatures, and I would very much so like to know what your Korg is. Is Korg the species? Are you...
She says he can't talk.
Korgs cannot talk. Interesting.
All right. Well, you know one thing that Korg can't do. Get the fuck out of my way. And I'm gonna like kick him.
It's like kicking a brick wall.
Okay. Does he like react at all, or is he just like stuck?
No, he's just like looking down at you. Just
Okay. Can I run at him and try to like barrel through him?
yeah, you totally can. This dude weighs like almost
So you're
400
gonna
pounds.
Four horns.
I'm not deterred.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bash your shoulder into him all you want.
I'm gonna give you an inspiration to bash him right where it hurts.
You know, wait, okay.
All right. So,
All right.
I'm gonna die before we can meet
I'm
you.
gonna just tuck down and just barrel through at his groin.
I'm not
Barrel
gonna
through his
make
groin.
you. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Like you hit him as solidly as you can, and again, he's not like he might.
Is he neutered?
You don't know. He just does not. He's just sitting like he's just gonna. As you do that, he's just gonna take one of his giant hands, which is like the size of your torso, and just kind of like push you back a little bit.
I guess he's being gentle.
Raylan's gonna turn to look at the old lady while this is happening and go, so from what I've deduced, you're not going to let us leave until we help you. So if we help you, will you let us out, and will you let me know more about your fairy furry friend?
She says, first of all, like she kind of cocks an ear. Huh. Okay. You see, we have a problem, and the problem is, I need to pay someone to do a job, and what I don't need to do is have all this business with the guards becoming a big issue. And of course, my captain would greatly like to avoid any altercations with the dragoons if possible.
So what you're saying is you're gonna pay them off so they forget about us, so we can help
Oh.
you with your job.
No. No, she's going to make that go away. I'm going to pay you to do a job.
What's
So
the
getting
job?
I'm glad you see things my way. She says, this job, should you decide to accept it, will how can I make this more enticing and less threatening? It will
Just give us the facts.
let's say it will put you in the good graces of someone who you might like to have on your side.
So what do you need us to do? Is what I'm asking.
There is a warehouse in the middle of the town. We sent our young boy to go see if he could make his way there and perhaps disrupt an illicit dealing that is happening sometime very, very soon. The problem was he has not come back.
This boy, was he what was the description of the guy who stole from our ship?
A teenage little shit. I've got it in my notes. Exactly that. Teenage little shit.
Do we know if he has like can we like describe him and like see if he's the right guy, if he's the same guy?
You got a brief look at him, like not a super great look at him, but
Okay.
you can ask her if you want.
This boy, does he have a habit of stealing from ships?
Of course he does. That's what we pay him for.
Yeah, we would love to help you find this boy.
Well, that's great. I'm glad we see things eye to eye. By the way, are you sure you shouldn't let your friend in? And as she says this, we're gonna kind of drift our, we're gonna cut our scene and shift our attention somewhere else. It is a night on the dock. One that has been fairly quiet for the most part, fairly typical. When I suppose Ember, you've been looking around, I guess, kind of past. How do you normally spend your time here in Port Shaw? Let's start there.
She has a habit of doing odd jobs and kind of tavern hopping, pickpocketing people, getting drunk, you know. She's a fairly attractive woman, so she can get free drinks all the time. So she kind of, yeah. So
Y'all, no more alcohol for this PC.
right. So that's typically what she's doing. She spends her evenings flirting with men to steal from them, and during the day she's working to get money. So she's kind of a hoarder of money, really.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that word.
Okay, so you after a night of probably a little bit of a success, maybe in one of the taverns or the small kind of ale houses nearby, you happen to see a very familiar figure leaving the tavern, looking fairly dejected. The figure being this large, very familiar looking giant minotaur. I don't say giant minotaur, just a minotaur, and with him a person you've seen before, an old woman. You know who both of these people are. They are they are familiar to you. I'll send you the. I guess I haven't done it yet, so I'll send you the information once we go over this. But you also know that they are, the reason they're familiar is because, as we discussed, they work for someone that you are very interested in.
Captain Razor. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, but this is this is not her, obviously. This is this is someone that works for her, and you haven't really had an opportunity to essentially offer your services. So this is probably going to be the best opportunity that you'll have, considering the crew is a bit insular, and it's not often that they kind of walk the docks like this. You don't even know where their boat is.
So she's leaving?
She's leaving a tavern, yes. You see her and this giant minotaur leaving.
Okay. Well, I would probably... What time of evening would it be if she was leaving?
It's probably at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. I've been drinking since 5, maybe earlier. She, I would run after her, not like run after her, but kind of like
tail her.
recognize her, yeah, tell her a little bit, but try to get her not so much following her, but to get to her in a drunkenly kind of manner. And I would try to like kind of tap to get her attention.
Okay. As she has a little bit of distance on you, so as you're kind of stumbling your way down the street a little bit, trying to get yourself straight, like, okay, I'm sober, I'm fine. You see her turn down an alleyway, a little bit up the dock, and as like she seems to be moving like a little bit hurried when she turns up this alleyway. And as you kind of jog up, you can see down the alleyway there's a large looming gate. And there is what appears to be a lot of commotion coming from just around the bend here. And you just have enough time to see her and a group of like 3 other people just rush down, like not past you, but into a little bit of a narrow alley, about halfway between where you are and where the commotion was. So you see them kind of rush past, like really hurried.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't so much like successfully stealthily anyway, but kind of in a sneaky manner, kind of getting close to kind of catch what's going on without being detected. Because we know how drunk people are.
Yeah, you kind of do your best to sort of sneak down this alleyway after they've gone. Sorry, let me close some stuff here. I don't need that. The alleyway is really dark, and you manage to actually kind of climb up on this one little fire shed, and you're looking into like this little glass window, this kind of like looking into this room, and you can sort of make out in the dim candlelight the woman and these 3 people. They're kind of standing in this room, and it's very, very shortly after that this Minotaur, who we now know is named Korg, kind of comes up the alley. He doesn't seem to see you. He's just coming up the alley and standing in the doorway. So you're essentially watching this all go down from the window.
Can I hear anything at all?
Yeah, you can make out pretty much exactly what they're saying.
Okay.
And then you see her kind of like listen for something, and then you hear her say, "Do you want to go get your friend?"
Friend?
She says, "Yes." And then she's just gonna very, very slowly kind of.
If I see that, I'm gonna drunkenly try to like climb out of view.
Okay.
Skirt away.
I think we'll say like as you kind of like duck away from the window, you probably like try and slip down this fire thing and kind of like into the alley, like roof slats and stuff kind of falling around you as you try and scurry out of the little like. Oh, there we go.
I hit the wrong one.
Oh no.
My microphone messed up. So
That's fine. So you guys hear a bunch of noise as she kind of like comes off the roof and tries to scurry away like down the alleyway.
Oh, some Mr. Cameras up there.
That's all right. Don't worry. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, hi.
No,
she's thinking
Wait, when the old lady is saying go, do you want to go get your friend? Is she she's talking to us, referring to Ember, or is she talking to Ember, referring to us?
No, she's talking to you, referring to her.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that we had any friends, but sure, join the party.
We have
to.
You know, the last time I made
People are very welcoming.
you guys.
She says, "Well, if she's not with you, then she's with someone."
We can find out if you want to let us out of here.
Korg just kind of like looks down and steps out of the doorway.
Oh, okay. Then I'm taking that moment and I'm bolting.
Okay.
Is there anywhere that should be able to hide.
Yeah,
She's
there's-
gonna find like the closest thing to kind of duck into like Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed.
go ahead and
barrel.
roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Assassin's
what
Creed.
happened?
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh.
Okay. You sort of like turn in and like duck behind this like this little shed that's just kind of sticking out of one of the buildings, like in this dark kind of sooty little corner. I guess as Bobby just sort of runs past you.
Wait, are my friends with me, or am I the only one?
I don't
who
know. It
got
sounded
out?
like you were the one who just bolted.
She's out.
I'm not getting in your space.
What? I mean, the meat cleaver lady, and you're not running with me?
No, the
No.
best thing about it, no, is Raylan totally watched her jump in the bush. She's just like, they're not my friends. Not my
I don't know her.
friends.
So how much money are we talking?
She says, well, she says, well, I have about 100 gold pieces here. I say, double if whatever this, whatever the manifest from this dealing can be returned intact.
Does the boy have to be returned intact?
I mean, we'd like to get him back.
But no penalty if it doesn't happen.
She says, that's not really up to me.
Okay, so it's negotiable.
It's a hit or miss. And a hit, and a hit, and a hit. We'll hit him a few more times after that. We'll just keep hitting him until there's a miss, and then we'll find out what happens from there.
Did Bobby get that person?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like running around the block, I guess. I'm just gonna be searching, I guess, scanning the rooftops, maybe trying to figure out if I can find this person and get some help.
You wanna try and find the person who's eavesdropping?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right.
While this is happening, I'm drinking from a flask too.
You're confident. Okay,
I'm in
wait.
hiding. I'm gonna be here a while.
Bye,
You said perception?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
No, you just rush by.
So I'm real perceptive. And I'm running. I think
You run to the end of the alley, and as you get to the end of the alley, you hear a couple of voices coming around, and it sounds like a couple of male voices. You're not quite sure, but it sounds like whatever happened to the dragoons that you fled from, they're like in the process of picking themselves up, and so they're not far away. They're not looking for you, but they're basically like right outside the alley that you're stopping at the end of.
Okay. I'll go ahead and turn around and as quietly as possible run back to the shed. Or the house, wherever we are at.
Yeah,
The
I'm in
murder
the
house. Yeah, you're in the shed. I'm going back to the murder house.
Okay. So by the way, sorry guys about chat. I haven't been following along. I've been very, very focused on some other stuff. I wanted to, so it looks like Biggest Arc and Brune have turned in their sub-nat 20s. I don't know who those went to, though. You'll have to let me know who those went
Bree
to.
and Nova.
Okay, and that, thank you guys for watching chat.
You're welcome.
Wait, what happened? Wait, pause, rewind. Who did what here?
Two of our subscribers turned in their subscription nat 20. Looks like one is for Bree and one is for Nova. You guys each have a nat 20.
I actually have two then, because last game Judo Killa gifted me a nat 20, and someone gave an inspo die to me, according to my notes. I don't know if they carry on. Do they carry over to each game?
Yes, those will.
Okay.
Be real complicated if they didn't.
Yes, how exciting. I'm gonna use that nat 20 to do something that will just fucking irritate the DM. I'm saving it,
Hey,
guys.
hey.
You know.
I'm all about it.
So wait, so can I use I forgot about this, but can I use the nat 20 to
Fucking find her.
You want to find me
I'll,
that
I'll let you now, but for the record, not after you've made the roll.
Okay.
Like
okay.
from now on, you have to do it. You have to announce it before you're making the roll.
Yeah,
But
this is her trying again. On
On
her way back.
she's coming back.
Yeah.
my second pass.
All right, so we'll say on your way back, you're just kind of like, because you kind of like, you stop, you hear the guards outside, and then you realize the only real option is to go back to the house with the intimidating woman and the Minotaur. And so we'll say as you're walking back, you just kind of like angrily slam the gate, and Ember's like, "Ow!"
Stumble over you.
Yes.
Oh, hello there. I'm just gonna like grab her by like the nape of her neck and like just like break her.
Like what? Like
So polite. It's rude.
like I'm just gonna like grab her and just just come on, let's go. I'm not risking my neck for you, and bring her back in. Hello, by the way. Nice to meet you.
As you kind of drag her back in the room, the woman is kind of leaning on the chair. She says, I'm glad you've come to your senses. It's dangerous out there. By the way, in case we haven't been introduced, my name is Anna Strong.
Oh wow! All right, you don't look very strong.
Such a rude person.
Fucking rude.
She says, and this is Korg. He's the first mate, and I am the quartermaster on the Quell's Whore.
I have yet to find out what Korg is. Can you
Korg
elaborate on?
Korg is a Minotaur.
Now, what is a Minotaur? Can Korg hold still? I want to make a small sketch.
It's a big sketch. He's a big boy.
The real question is,
He's
he
a
wearing
big-
shorts or not?
Is he naked?
We have to know.
He has like a hide kind of wrapped around his legs.
Ah,
Hmm,
is it
okay.
a long hide?
She's like carefully sketching.
You have to take the bottom piece off to get the full view. It's acceptable. Go ahead, do it.
No, it's
Pull that
I
string.
think I have an
Pull
image.
it.
I think I've got an image. And she's trying to like peek around him to check his little butts. It's got a tail.
Bobby,
Pretty
you are, because you have actually Bobby and Malvina would probably know this almost instantly. Bobby, because you're a pirate, and Malvina, because you have quite a bit of bardic knowledge. The Quell's Whore is the name of the ship that is captained by the lady Captain Bethany Razor.
Do we know anything about Bethany Razor? Like, is she
She's an infamous pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit actually. She's fairly notorious. She is she used to be married a long time ago to a man named Captain Jacob Razor, who was himself he was a fairly notorious pirate, though not particularly vicious, not super vicious. He actually he was helping shape Port Shaw into a slightly better place. He died a long time ago in a battle that I guess when he supposedly, him and a few other people attempted to slay the ancient beast called the Kraken. He died. He and his crew did not return from that. However, the commandant of the dragoons, Commandant Gregory Bonaduce, did return, and so she was widowed during that encounter, and she has basically been known as become known as this sort of this widow pirate. She sails under her own colors. She does kind of whatever she likes. She has quite a reputation. She's not. again, she's not like the bloodiest pirate out there. There are people that are certainly more cutthroat and more deadly than her, but she is still fairly well known in Port Shaw. She does dock here. She does make port here quite a bit, though, I mean, you didn't know she was in town, nor where her ship is at all.
It would be a great honor to work for Pirate Razor.
When you help and you work for your friends, you make a lot of money and they keep you around. That's what happened with my other friends before they disappeared. So maybe this lady will be my friend.
Do you still have me by the neck, by the way?
I think I just kind of like shoved you in.
What's in your flask there?
Do I?
And she's pointing to the new person that just came in with a flask in her hands. What do you have?
Nothing anymore.
Oh. If we're to be friends, we have to share.
Took a while for your friend to find me, so I kind of ran out. I'm sure I could get us some more.
Are we friends with this person? Are we taking her in? My friends?
Raylan walks up really, really, really close, like noses almost touching.
Two, 3 people.
A big ass blue face. She's like, "Hello,
Hi.
what is your name?"
It's Ember Withers.
Ember Withers. My name is Raylan. I'm Raylan Avagath. I'm a Triton. Will you be my friend?
She like pushes you back a little bit. Sure.
Okay. She says she'll be my friend, and I think that's a good sign. The last people who said my friend, they were my friends, were you guys, and you guys are really cool. So I think it'll work. Whoa.
She's drunk. Of course it'll work.
See?
Whoa. Whoa.
That was.
I'm always drunk, so I mean. So I'm joining this conversation a little late, but I'm hearing something about a job. Is that what's happening?
She, Anna, again, you know Anna. She is, she's the quartermaster on the ship. And she says, well, I assumed you were with them, but you're welcome to join. She kind of puts the money on the table. She says, I have 100 gold here for disrupting this trade in this warehouse. And I have another 200 if you can bring back both the ledger and our little cabin boy.
Now,
No
will this
penalty.
win? No.
If he
Just
comes
more
back
money.
in pieces.
Just no less money. Will this win me any favor with Captain Razor whatsoever?
She says, well, it wouldn't go overlooked.
Excellent.
You know,
I feel like I can gather so much information if we do this. I don't really need the money, so if you guys want to keep the biggest share, I just need a new shirt because you cut my shirt, and I want my rudder thing back, and I want to take lots of notes. But other than that, I don't really need any gold.
we can take it off your hands. No problem. That's what friends do.
Friendship.
Wonderful. You guys are really good friends. I don't know where I would be without you. Thank you.
She says, well, then that's all settled. So, now, and she kind of takes the gold and kind of like hold it in her hand. She says, now the specifics. Our little cabin boy was entering. I'm sorry, let me check my thing. She says, he had to. The warehouse is located in the Board District. He was entering via the sewer tunnels. And that is where he disappeared.
Gonna
Great.
sound shit.
The sewer tunnels, fantastic.
Well, she says, normally you would have to swim your way through like he did. But Well,
I can do that.
she says, I just came back from some digging, and
Dicky?
not in the sewers. But there is someone that perhaps you can see that might be able to help you. You'll need to travel to the area under the dock, and you'll need to find yourself someone named Captain Lester.
Lester. Let me make a quick note of that, okay?
She says, you tell him where you need to go. The warehouse on High Market, and he should be able to get you there.
High Market. Let me find that. You know, I haven't read through this whole Wiccan book, and I flipped to a page that had a penis on it.
What are the odds?
You just flip it forward so we can examine it. A little.
Yeah, just give us a little.
I don't need to be
Give us a little
banned,
peek.
sorry.
Oh.
I'll post it in Discord. Let me take a picture.
I can't wait.
These are the things you sign up when you have a woman cast. What can I say?
I knew the risks. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to ask any questions of Anna? Do you want to like take her money and go? Do you want to like what do you want to do?
So, do you see this big hole in my shoulder? Do you think maybe you could patch that before we go?
I'm a quartermaster, not a doctor.
Let's see if I can help with that.
That would be amazing.
I don't actually know. Did I?
Or just some booze to ease the pain.
I don't have
much.
that.
I'm out. If you give me like 5 minutes, I'll go get some.
Oh man, did I not? Fuck me sideways. I didn't update that. Apparently I missed my spell cure wounds out of like all of my fucking spells I have. That's the one I didn't fill out all the way. This is why I shouldn't be pressing with a character sheet. All right. Let me just click it.
What is going on in this picture?
Did you post it already?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I always
just-
find it weird to find out what's happening, but it's something crazy.
It's
Okay. I'm
interesting.
casting cure wounds at first level.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 1d8 plus my spell.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, thank you.
Because fuck a character sheet, right guys?
The patient does
Love that
not
shit.
have to be naked.
Okay, so 4 plus.
So it says on the page.
Yeah, they make me naked.
Yo, it's super weird, isn't it? Like she looks like she's strangling him.
I was
This-
reading what it was saying.
I didn't think it was
I
that kind
don't
of
know.
book, but I mean,
Malvina, you can get 4 HP back.
thank you. Well, thank you, Raylan. That was
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you for being my friend. You are very welcome. I know lots of little tricks.
That felt really good.
What about that?
It's a very sexual group.
All right.
One
We're
one
impressed.
more question before we leave off. Could I have a refill for this?
You're asking me. Why are you asking
Please.
me?
Just figured I'd ask. You know, we're all friends here. And just, I not calling. She needs alcohol. Just
It's called pranakeeling, guys.
We would call this insurance on us completing the task that you have assigned us.
I fight better when I've got a few more drinks in me. So.
Me too. It like numbs the pain. Go
shakes
harder at
go
the gym.
The shake stop.
She says,
She says she's stumbling to stand up.
I don't have any, but maybe Korg does.
Korg, buddy, old pal, and she's kind of like she's like 5'2".
Yeah, he's like nearly 7 feet.
She's gonna like try to do the shoulder thing,
Bad.
miss terribly, and kind of like lean like really into him. Hey,
He'll kind of like reach down on his belt and pick up a coconut with like a metal stopper at the top.
no way.
What?
Can I have like the coconut? Like give that to me, or is he gonna like let me swap it into my own flask?
I mean, he's holding it out to you like he's. I guess
Take
he
the
probably
coconut.
doesn't want you to take his coconut.
I want the coconut.
Want me to drain it.
This is the party of alcoholics. I mean, like this will be good. She's gonna take a swig of it And then she's gonna give it to Mavina. Like, here you go for your wound.
Oh, thank you. Take a big
Take
old
another
sip.
swig of it before she
Yeah.
hands it back.
He doesn't say anything. He just takes it back and it screws the cap back on and puts it back on his belt.
It wasn't salty, was it?
I have to leave this. Sorry, my mom just called. The only thing you guys, I have to go. Sorry, that was too much. I love you.
That's a good game, guys. GG.
We had a good run.
2 sessions.
A good couple hours.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
no.
actually a nun. I'm a priest with the covenant of not that. I'm back. Ever turned. Ever covered.
It
Little
tasted kind of like a mixture of coconut juice and rum.
Yum.
Oh, yum.
Sounds like a good time. Can I
Yeah,
buy
no.
one of those somewhere on the dock?
Maybe.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I want that.
You want the
So-
Port Shaw novelty coconut flask?
Hell yeah, dude! I'm a collector.
It's got a
of
logo
things.
branded on it.
Yeah. Any ship I've ever been on, there's like a shelf of different things from every port, and that's obviously one that I need.
So once you're all flasked up, are you guys? Is there anything else you want to do here with
know-
with Anna?
We know where we're going. We know what we need. I say we're good, but I'm new here.
I think we're good
Yeah.
too. No, like
Get outta
Ember, I just real quick, about that whole grappling you by the neck. Like I mean, can we just like water under the bridge, you know? I'm sorry about that. You know, I was just a little testy at the time.
She's gonna like kind of pat you on the back and kind of like look at you and like wink at you. She's like, I'm into that.
Well, Ember, what a coincidence. So am I.
Y'all are.
Okay, on that note, I think I'm ready to follow this tale anywhere. But that means we can go.
No, she was asking who you were pointing at.
Oh.
Weird.
Take your pick.
So is Korg still in the doorway?
No, he moved out of the way.
He's moved. Okay. So which direction's the market?
Ooh, I have a map.
I've been here a few times and can't remember what direction it is. So
Well, that's what happens when you drink poison. I've taken at least 4 different notes about the drinking of poison. Drinking poison makes it very difficult for you to function, from what I've learned. Oh, here's more naked pictures. I have to get a new fucking book for this.
drinking also makes you feel good. You
She
know.
points to her map and she goes, "This is it. Oh, this is it. This is where we need to go."
This way, and she
you-
points in the opposite direction.
You have a pretty good idea. I mean, she said the underdock, which is literally like if you go out onto the wood kind of boardwalk and stuff. I mean, some of you may have been down there. Some of you may have just heard about it. It is supposed to be sort of the area where all the vagabonds and the drifters who don't have anywhere to go and anything like that just
So
kind
my
of
home.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch to World of Warcraft sheet music. That'll be a
Better.
All right.
Less penises.
So you guys, so you think. So you guys wanna make your way towards the underdock?
Is that where we got to meet Captain Lester at? Because I thought we had to see him first.
Lester.
That's where she said it was. She said he was down there.
Okay, then it's like what 11 o'clock now.
Getting there, yeah.
It's a possibility that he could be there, so maybe we can go check.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
No.
All right.
Leads the way.
So
She
You
just
probably know this
drunk
town best, right?
what's up?
Ember probably knows this town fairly well.
I've been here a few times. I've ported here before, right? No? Did we
Yeah,
not agree
no,
on
yeah.
that?
You just kind of you've been around here for a little bit. I mean, kind of drifting here and there, so you probably know some of the shadier places. So you lead the group, these group of people, sort of away from the away from the area on the docks itself and the dock front, and as you kind of lead them out to where the boats are moored, there's kind of like there are some ramps going down to like the lower piers, the ones that are closer to the water, and as you kind of get there, you kind of turn around and you basically have to kind of like jump off the pier onto the mud below, and you see it's dark with kind of the moonlight filtering through the boards above, basically about maybe 40 feet of dock of like boardwalk, and then this just entire, like, it looks like a cave area of just mud and sludge and stuff, like of tidal mud and all that stuff under where the dock front area is, just kind of stretches out along the entire front, like the entire dock area of the port. And you can see this area is laden with people. There are like small little shanties set up made of driftwood and pieces of boats and stuff. There are men and some women kind of sitting around like little fires and stuff. Just like you wouldn't see this place from the boardwalk itself, but you've been here once or twice. You may have ended up here when you were way too drunk or something. And it smells like, you can even see the large sort of stone pipes where the sewer sludge just kind of empties in rivers that kind of run down to the beach. It's not a pleasant place to be.
Alright.
It's a good thing we didn't get you new clothes, Rylan, before we came, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is already kind of covered in filth. I mean,
Now we can get you some later. Let's go. It's gonna be great.
as long as none of this comes out of my gills. That was a really rough. Oh, you guys don't take very good care of me. You're lucky I love you guys so much.
When what came out of your gills?
Remember that drink I drank after you poisoned me? Do you remember? I can't forget.
The hagfish, I'll never forget. That was quite a sight to see.
You know, I've seen many a hagfish in my life, but never have I been that close to one.
I hope that we never get that close again, Rylan, for your sake.
Ember, they're talking about the Hagfish, which is a tavern you probably know fairly well.
Probably.
The Hagfish is a kind of a rowdy sailor tavern, renowned for the people there love storytelling, gambling, and there's also the Hagfish Challenge.
Y'all had her do that.
What's up?
No, I was talking to them like, y'all had her do the challenge?
She wanted to.
Ah, dearie.
Fun.
I didn't know. I thought you drink it and then you get the big bag of silvers. I thought I could do it because I can breathe underwater.
So, you guys are in the underdock. You have someone you want to look for. How do you want to go about finding him?
Do you really want the drunk person leading? I brought you here. I got you there.
Okay, so we are looking for the little teenage shit with our boat pieces. Is there like a fence? I would assume that Melvina has perhaps seen this area before, this nefarious area of this town. Do you perhaps know if if there's like a fence somewhere around here that can sell boat pieces? I mean, last we saw him, he had a piece of our boat.
I don't know if I would know that.
Oh, wait. Are we looking for the captain, not the kid?
We're looking for the captain first.
Oh, I totally forgot. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You were told that
Okay.
he could help you out.
Just
We don't
kidding.
technically have to find him.
You could help us get
I just know we're looking for a kid. I didn't know that y'all were looking because of he stole things from me. That's news to Ember.
Well, Ember, we are looking for a kid. Hopefully he will be at the warehouse though, right? DM.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that like just like hold just so I can understand like our quest that we're on? So we're finding the captain who can point us in the direction of the right warehouse.
No, so you were told that that there was apparently some illicit dealing that Captain Bethany Razor is not cool with. She wants it either shut down or stopped. Why, you have no idea, but you heard that this was her interest. It appears that Anna, her quartermaster, was looking to hire someone to complete the job and find their cabin boy who had gone missing in the commission of the job himself. He was using the sewers to get from, to secretly get into this warehouse to stop whatever's going down there. So she offered to pay you to do that. However, rather than sort of try and navigate the sewers on your own, which you guys probably have no ability to do, she directed you to someone named Captain Lester, who she said could help you navigate the sewers and find what you're looking for.
Okay. And I have the note warehouse on High Market.
High Market, yeah.
So is that where Lester is supposed to be?
No, that's where he's supposed to take you.
Oh, okay. All right, full circle. We're good. Okay, so Captain
Looking for
Lester. Okay, so what do we know about this guy? Right. Okay, so he's the
if any of you want to roll me an intelligence check, any kind of local support Shaw, you can see we'll see if you know anything about Captain Lester.
15?
15?
Just straight up intelligence.
Yeah, straight up intelligence.
Oh.
Ooh, and that's
go, you guys. Y'all got this.
Yes, girl.
All right. You, especially you, Malvina, you've probably never met the man, but you have heard definitely stories about him. Captain Lester Farrows is, the last of what they call, sewer runners. It used to be a more prominent job of essentially scavenging the sewers for things to sell or things down there. However, he is apparently the last one. He's the only one that's left. And you've heard that he pilots the sewers on a raft that he is the captain of. And he can usually be found probably outside the main, the main dump tunnel, like the main kind of sluice that dumps into the water.
Captain Lester, he usually hangs outside the big dump tunnel. He has a raft that he can take us through the sewers on, so we don't have to get ourselves filthy.
Can we see the tunnel from here?
You can look for it. Yeah, you guys can find it. As you're once she has this information, you guys kind of do you want to go looking for it, or do you want to go asking for it?
Is anybody passing by?
It's no one passing by. It's more like in kind of any kind of movie or something where you see like a bunch of homeless people gathered around like a fire barrel or something. It's just a lot of people kind of keeping to themselves. They're off like wallowing in their own pity or just lying in the mud or.
Did we jump down yet? Are we still?
Yeah, you're in under the dock. Yeah.
Okay.
There's somebody that doesn't look so low on their luck.
So you want to have a nice face.
You want to find someone who looks like they're probably not like
homeless,
washed up in the mud.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Shit. Give me 1 second. Just changed windows. Perception. Ooh.
Emperor's drunk enough to go start asking questions, so.
Ooh.
Hey, how you doing? I'm looking for
Don't
this
send
thing.
me on big, bright, and blue, and I don't know how to talk to anyone.
Anyone else who wants to roll a perception check to help her out can also do that.
I can.
And remember, if you want to use your nat 20s, you totally can.
I'm saving that.
Okay.
I'm saving it for the right moment to piss you off. I told you.
I got a 20.
Haley, or I guess Ember, you were kind of like you're looking around and you see someone is in the process of tying. They look like they're pulling the rope on a piece of wood on what looks like a wooden construction. It looks like they're building something like a house or some kind of little shack against one of the pier legs. They're a little bit distance away, but there's a little fire next to them.
Can I like sludge over and try to assist them with?
Yeah, as you stump over it, you actually kind of, as you get closer, you realize this person is about half your height.
Okay. Are they slinking? Are they sinking down?
No, they're literally like
just literally half my height.
Yeah,
Okay.
You were like 5'2", right?
I'm 5'2". Yeah.
There.
Does Raylan see you talking to this very small person?
Can I? Probably. I mean, I didn't go very far from.
yeah, you walked. It was probably maybe about 150, 200 feet away.
Can I tell what race they are? Just looking at
Yeah,
them?
we'll get there in just a second. As this is happening, Tico, you are you have just finished sort of setting up your fire. You have a couple fish on a little rack nearby that you're getting ready to cook. You know, you're putting some finishing touches on your little shack here. As you hear someone very loudly stumping through the mud over to you, which is very unusual.
And I don't like this constantly.
I think, yeah, I just nervously ignore it, and I'm like very focused on, I've spent all day trying to catch these 2 fish, and I'm trying to focus on building my little shanty.
Hey, like I'm just gonna try to like get into your face a little bit. Did you need a hand?
Oh shit! You're worse than
Obviously,
me.
like drunk breath, everything.
Hello.
Same.
Same.
Who are you?
She's gonna do the shoulder thing because she can't help but do that.
Ah,
Are you like slouching away from her?
yeah.
She's gonna
Tico like kind of ducks.
she's gonna like pull her hands back. Oh, hi, I'm Ember, and like reaches to like shake your hand.
Hello.
She's
Hello.
gonna like
Hi.
really grip it. She's been around men most of her life, so she's gonna like grip your hand.
Oh, my small hand.
Wait, is Tico a man or a girl? The picture-
Tico's a man.
You are a man.
A very, very tiny man.
A very tiny. Oh,
Tiny man.
Raylan is like quivering, waiting for her chance to come over there with her journal. Like, holy shit, this little man. I've never seen a man so small before.
Did you need a hands or anything with what you're doing? Oh, the setting up and
A
stuff.
bigger hand?
Oh,
Bigger hand?
no.
I have friends.
No.
Look, they're right over there. She's gonna point at the rest of the party.
When you
They can
pull
help
out,
too.
Hi.
Raylan runs over there. Hello. Like,
In the sludge, you just
yeah, I'm like
Tico
splashed
like
with
falls
blood. This big
backwards
fish
and
is-
lands on his butt in the mud. He's so startled.
Oh.
I'll reach down and like try. I ran over as well, and I'm gonna try to bring.
much more gracefully. Bobby came by a lot cleaner.
Thank you. What do you want?
I want to know where you caught those very small fish first and all foremost, because those are very sad fish, my friend.
Most of the fish here are very sad. They, well, I caught them from the sewer pipe.
Well, if you help us, I know how to talk to fish sometimes, and I might be able to help you get big fish. But you should help us first. I'm Raylan, and these are my friends. You guys should talk. I'm not as good as this as you. You guys are better at talking to people. But... And she doesn't
I couldn't help but notice. You caught these fish from the sewer?
Yeah, I caught both of them from the sewer right over there. I've been trying to teach myself how to catch fish, and well, I caught 2.
I think you're doing a fantastic job. Good for you. Good job. Now,
yay!
Lady, I might be small, but you don't have to be condescending.
Here's a gold star.
No, I really didn't know fish lived in the sewer.
yeah, we're just blown away. So while you were at the sewer, did you happen to see a man who may or may not have been on a raft?
Well, I mean, yes. I've seen a lot of people on a lot of boats.
We're looking for someone specific. Do you know Captain Lester?
Oh, do I?
Oh, do I?
Ooh.
Yeah. What do you want with Captain Lester?
Everything.
What did he do this time?
She's gonna kind of pat
What is it usually?
Raylan.
Nothing good, I can tell you that much.
Sounds like our kind of people.
Well,
We're looking to get into the sewers, but a little cleaner than how we would otherwise.
it'll be a little cleaner, but I can't promise it'll be super clean. I mean, it's the sewer.
Well, yeah, no, we get that. We totally.
You know,
Totally
stuff kind of
understand.
dangles from the top and then it comes down on you and then you gotta kind of wipe it off. And
The only one that's really worried is like them two. She points to Melina and Raylan.
sorry, not a lot of people
Oh,
talk to
okay.
me. I'm kind of rambling.
No,
I can take you to Captain Lester.
That would be the best. We would appreciate that. So she's like touching you again. She doesn't know boundaries. That would be the best. Please. Yes.
It would be such a
Oh.
help.
Great. And Tico's gonna turn around. He's gonna grab the fish off of the rack and put them in his pockets. And
to go back into the sewer.
yeah, and then he's gonna lead the way.
Can we look at those sewer fish real quick?
What's that?
Happened? Who just knocked everything over?
I think I think Haley's just not role playing. She's just actually very drunk.
Drunk.
I did not go for a wine bottle. I don't know what happened. Just stay
Was
down
it a
here.
cat?
No, I don't have a cat. I don't know what happened.
So Tico, you want to escort these people to try and find Captain Lester?
I do.
right.
Would I know kind of where he hangs out?
Yeah, he's it's nighttime, so he's probably at the with his boat, not really doing much. And Jesus, so first of all, I wanted to get through something. Katie Face says 2 nat 20s and an inspiration to Dingo.
Ah!
You have a whole bunch of those. Ark, I can't do the wild magic search until tomorrow. I can't do it tomorrow. Today, it doesn't work. I can't. Do you want to? If you want a nat 20, you can absolutely do that.
Wild magic surge me right now. Let's fucking do it.
I have a link. I can tell you
fucking
Wild Magic
fire.
Surges right now.
I know. I don't use them in regular games because they make everything messy.
No, I know.
But could you imagine?
Encounter roleplay. I know. I can't tell you how many times I've been screwed over by those.
Forever fireball. Fuck it.
We'll have all the wild magic
Spinning.
surges tomorrow. All right, cool. A nat 20 to Ember.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay, so you follow Tico. By the way, Tico, why don't you go ahead and describe what they're I guess what your character looks like, what they're seeing.
What are you?
Yeah. So Tico's about 3'1". Very. He's sort of olive skinned, very muscular. But if you can imagine kind of the shape of Beaker from the Muppets, and then with that same iconic tuft of bright red hair on top.
You did do it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. I need you to go mute when you get really nervous. I need it.
I actually tried, I thought about doing a really high pitched me voice, but I gave myself a headache.
I feel like that would be really rough to hold on to.
Oh God, awful.
I'm gonna do a shot of rum, but I'm gonna do it off camera so no one in chat makes fun of me, okay?
Why would anyone make fun of you? Are you weird when you take shots? Is that?
Because I don't drink. I drink I don't. I just don't. I don't.
Don't
I have
no pressure.
Vodka. I have vodka when I take shots on stream. I'm just cringe face.
I'm like a child. It's like watching
Here, hold on, wait. I'll drink rum with you. If I could fucking
I
open
don't
this
have-
up.
Oh.
I don't have anything in my flask. It's just- Next week we prepare. We'll each like we'll all take
Some
shots
rum.
together. There we go.
I've just got a hard ginger ale currently.
I had hot chocolate brought to me.
I have 0 alcohol. What the hell am I doing?
I have a vodka bottle haunting me over there.
The ghost
So-
of a
Ginger
vodka
ale.
bottle.
That has brought me nothing but misery. Like, let me tell you.
All right. So you guys are making your way. You're following Tico through the under pier, and he leads you to this large stone kind of sluice tunnel, which is kind of lapping out of it this kind of murky, nasty water that's just kind of slopping down onto the muddy beach area under the bridge and is running in like a river down towards the ocean. And you see that what's it called? You see that just inside, like, there's these two very narrow stone ledges that are running around the edge, which you could in theory walk on. And then there's just this kind of like central like river, and sitting in the water itself is what appears to be a fairly complex wooden raft. Like it's a wooden raft with a whole bunch of stuff on it. There's like a lantern hanger, and there's a chair and some oars and stuff like that. And there is a man that is sitting next to the raft. He's kind of like sitting on a stool, just carving a piece of wood.
Good evening, Captain.
He kind of like, you hear the wood kind of like break a little bit, and he kind of, hello, oh, hi, hey, how's it going? How are the fish?
Look what I brought you. And he pulls out one of the small sewer fish.
The cat, are you like holding it out to him?
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
The captain will take his knife and kind of like stick it in the fish and like take it from you, and he's like, it's a good fish.
It is not a good fish. That is a very bad fish.
Does it have like 3 eyes like in The Simpsons?
Oh my god. Amber's gonna kind of like hold
It does, but you don't know where the third one is.
Raylan's back.
Oh shit.
Calm down.
He'll take the fish and like just stick it in like his vest pocket.
You always have to have a pocket full of fish.
It's an underdock tradition. He, by the way, he looks a little bit like this, which they won't see on screen, but you guys will see.
Oh, okay.
Where are you posting that?
Roll 20.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm down.
It's a pretty face.
Oh.
And he says, "Oh, it's a whole group of you. What can I help you with?" And he'll kind of like creakingly stand and like do like an exaggerated bow. He says, "Captain Lester Farrow's at your service."
And Tico's gonna spin around and goes, "Yeah. What do you guys want?"
We, as a party, are seeking passage into your sewers, Captain Lester, sir.
The sewers. Well, I can do that. But where?
Where?
Yeah, where? I mean, I can
where?
I can take you anywhere.
She turns to
Where-
Bobby, like, where are we going again?
Yeah.
We're looking for a warehouse on High Market and perhaps a little snot-nosed brat who is on his way there.
That's where we're going. Can you take us?
Says, you want to travel into the heart of the sewers? You're looking for someone down here?
Yeah, a kid. We're supposed to help him. He's our friend of a friend. Got into some trouble. We're just looking to help him out.
I don't know if I've seen him, but I can take you along the path that he might have taken.
Oh, that would be so kind of you. Thank you, sir.
He said he kind of like grabs one of the oars and kind of leans on it. He says, it's 20 gold pieces for a ride on the Gallant, as he kind of kicks the raft.
I'm just gonna like kind of like softly like touch his arm, be like, "Is that so necessary for
I was about
friends?"
to do that too.
You can
All four of you at the same time.
just everyone,
Swarm him.
every
Oh,
single.
Sorry about that.
We're just all kind of lean in our low cut tops, just kind of like, "Oh, sir, I mean, could you help a girl out?"
I mean,
Raylan's
Raylan's
just
barely
looks-
wearing a top.
While y'all sled it up, Raylan just looks very confused at all four of you, then looks at him and goes, I can talk to fish. Would you like me to help you catch some fish?
She could get you fish.
Yeah, that's.
And that's so much better than gold. I mean, come on, this'll.
You give a man 20 pieces of gold, he'll buy alcohol probably.
But a
give a man a chick who can talk to fish. You got food for like a day.
I can communicate with this light to you.
At least.
Water.
I will let one of you make a persuasion check.
Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna do it. Let me do it.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
all right, too late. You did it.
No,
Nothing
you can
doing.
do it. She called it.
No, it's already
No,
the dice
you
are on the
already
table.
rolled.
Dice
That's a good roll.
are on the
though.
table.
That was a good
Wow.
roll. I want to see what I would have gotten. Is that okay?
Sure.
Sure.
Damn it.
Oh. He
I'm so
he
good
kind
at
of
this.
he kind of like looks around at you all, like kind of gathering around him, and he says, 10 gold.
Can I take that roll?
Can I just like just loosen up my shirt and be like, oh, let me try to find my gold purse. I know it's stuck in here.
Oh,
I'm gonna
my God.
tug on Lester's sleeve, and I'm gonna say, Lester, they said if I could help them, they would be my friends. Can you do me a favor here?
Cutest party ever. I swear to God.
Raylan says, I have 5 gold.
Come on, 5 gold. That's not so bad.
It's all
For
He says,
friendship?
Tico, for you, cause you're a good one. I don't know about these. I don't know. About these.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
we're
let
good.
you know.
We're good. I promise.
And
you.
bad.
we're naughty and nice, sir. Just give us a chance.
Merry Christmas.
Y'all are fucking wild.
Like bad.
It's a pirate game.
Don't call my mother. She's probably concerned.
So he will take your 5 gold pieces if you want to give it to him. He's gonna insist on some money because he doesn't travel for free.
That's all the money that she has. So Raylan just gave up all of her monies. Yes. Sure.
I
Alright.
can get you some more.
I just need a new shirt.
He kind of takes the coins and kind of whatever. All right, get aboard. Get aboard get all aboard the Gallant. We're setting sail in a minute and a half.
Tico jumps right into the boat, just ready to go.
Ember climbs aboard and kind of slaps him on the back, like, "Hey, you don't happen to have a drink on you, would you? I get angsty when I don't drink, and I don't think you really need me having, a panic attack or anything on your ship."
Yeah.
Tico. Oh, you're talking to. Never mind.
No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but
Were you talking to Tico or were you talking to?
I was talking to Lester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, couldn't bother NPCs.
He will. You see, there's a bunch of ropes, kind of tied off of the the wooden kind of, what the hell is it? Mooring thing, and like leading into the water. And he kind of like grabs one of them and pulls it up, and you see there's like a jug hanging from it.
Is it like topped off? Like, is it like closed?
Yeah, it's got a stopper in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How
wanna-
desperate are you?
She's a pirate. She's gonna do it.
It's
She's
okay.
gonna drink more.
You
Y'all
wanna-
are too much.
You want to take the jug?
Can I have it?
Yeah, he'll let you take the. It's not a huge. It's about this big.
Well, fuck yeah. She's gonna sit down and like sip on that while she rides to the sewers. You need to be fucked up for this shit.
And while she's taking that jug, I'm gonna jump aboard, slap Lester on the butt, and sit down next to Ember and be like, "Honey, would you mind sharing?"
Sure.
Raylan makes
As long as you choke me later.
Oh. Next to Bloody Bobby, she just says, "Commences mating rituals with both genders?" Question mark.
Wait, what?
Exclamation point.
I missed what you said.
Yeah.
Just commencing mating rituals, all genders? Question mark. All species? Question mark. Maybe.
Yeah.
You get it where you can, you know.
Me, IRL.
Eh.
We're in Port Shaw. Whatever goes, goes.
You know what they say about Port Shaw? What happens here?
Stays.
Goes
here.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh god. Is there
What happens here gives you an infection.
What happens here takes a couple weeks of antibiotics.
we have antibiotics? Is that a thing? Cure wounds?
we have that.
Your disease, your disease.
Touch spell. You gotta
So-
touch it.
Captain Farrows will kind of, after a little bit, he will set off from his little docking place on the edge of the thing here. Let me see if I can change my music, because we don't need this anymore.
Bobby, how did we get here? We were just going for drinks. Now we're in the
Really?
sewers.
Hey, we found a drink.
I mean, oh, how is that?
Do you want a
Salty.
Tequila?
Everything's salty here.
I mean, I do like my tequila with salt and lime, so
Ooh.
Well, we have salt for you.
all right.
Raylan just
Hey!
lays herself over the raft and she's like, "Is there any fish in the water? Hello? I'm very lonely. Is there anything in the water?"
Raylan, dear, get away from the edge.
I am an emissary of the sea. I'm going to talk to my
Raylan, this isn't the sea, this is poop and pee.
This is poop.
Yes.
They breathe water. They breathe shit. They breathe water. They breathe.
These are the fish of the wrong neighborhood. I don't think you want to get
The
associated
wrong
with
side of the tracks.
I'm sorry.
the red side of the river.
Are we being classes to the fish? I just need to know.
We're giving him time to change the music.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Okay, cool. So,
I'm gonna get another shot of rum actually now. Guys, I'm just gonna get fucked up on stream. It's fine, right?
I have mead. I
Do
can
it.
go grab some of that.
You have weed? Did you just say
No,
yo, if you got mead, share that, man. I
have
couldn't get
mead.
any. I'm gonna be ordering
My
some.
local liquor store sells it.
Ah, I hate you.
I don't know what that
I'll
word
send you
means.
some.
Mead is
It's
alcohol
honey
that's
wine.
made from honey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a honey
so
wine.
for like
I didn't know
hardcore,
that.
I don't know if it's my audio or what, but I could have swore you just said it is weed, and I got it from the
Weed.
liquor store, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Go Texas. We have weed now.
Texas. That makes sense.
Do I have time to go get it?
Yeah, go for
it. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a beer if we're grabbing
it.
alcohol.
Sure, why
Break
not?
time, guys.
I'm gonna grab
Break.
water if we're
Sure, I guess we're taking a break. That's fine. Whatever. While they're doing that, I want to take. By the way, I want to take a huge a second to thank everyone who is joining us. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for chilling with us. Hope you guys are having a good time. Where is my my streamer? Thank you, Shy Anthony, and Zeke, and Katie Face, and Off the Table, and Aloha Meg, and Bloodwork, and Jacksterity, and Skolaris1. for following. Thank you for joining us, guys, and welcome to the madness. And a huge thanks to Sarcastic Owl Productions and Off the Table for those hosts. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Biggest Arc with the $4 donation. Katie Face $10. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you guys are enjoying the show, please consider either hitting that subscribe button. We're not going to be bumping our Patreon because, you know, Patreon's going through some shit, but if you are enjoying the show and you want to help support the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's $5 a month. You get access to our emotes, and of course you get access to some nat 20s and some stuff for to help our players out and all that stuff. Of course you can hit that donation link and do all that via the normal donation methods. Thank you so much, guys. And of course, we're gonna be talking a little bit later about all the stuff that we're doing this week, including tomorrow, which is our big kickoff for our charity event. Huge news about that. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you're having a good time. This is the Razor Coast. This is episode 2. All right.
Yo, I'm getting turned. I got queso. I got rum.
Oh my
You got
god.
queso?
I have queso from Mo Southwest Grill.
Damn.
Noise.
I'm feeling myself. First time I've ever been there for myself, ever.
I'm having ramen noodles for dinner.
Treat yourself.
Same.
All right. So, let's kind of narrate a little bit this. As you push off from the dock with Captain Lester Farrows on his little raft called the Gallant, you watch as he kind of deftly, with his pole in the water, navigates the lapping and steaming and smelly waters of the sewers pretty deftly. You are actually surprised to find this particular tunnel is fairly wide, with an area almost 5 feet on either side that is stone that you can walk on, and as you get probably about 100 or 200 feet into the tunnel itself, you're surprised to see there is light up ahead, not just from his own lantern, but it seems that the entire tunnel itself is crisscrossed with like wooden planks. The stone walls have been kind of excavated out by hand, it looks like, and people have set up like little shops and black market trading places here and there in the walls. He just kind of passes them by. He doesn't really pay them any attention, though they might catch your guys' attention. But he is navigating down the pathways, down this main waterway for a little bit, before eventually turning down a kind of a smaller one, which is a bit narrow, and it's kind of just wide enough for the raft and all of you on it to traverse. He says, "Remind me again where you're headed. I'm sorry, I'm a bit forgetful."
The board district?
The warehouse on High Market.
Oh.
High Market.
Oh,
Says-
you're right.
Is that where you're looking for someone? Is that where you think they are? Where? I mean, it's gonna get a bit tight in here in not too long as we head inland.
I believe that's where we suspect that they are.
He says, "Oh well, we'll see." And
Do you know of a youngster that happens to steal boat pieces, parts?
he says, "I don't know anyone that came in here. I don't know many of the comings and goings down in here. I'm sorry. It's not really my business."
Just didn't know if you were observant to others, people watching and such.
He says, as he kind of continues down the tunnel. It's another couple. It's maybe another 10 minutes or so. As the tunnel narrows and it becomes a bit harder to navigate, you see kind of garbage floating past you and stuff, and you see there is a small, like, there's something that appears to be sort of stuck on the wall. It's kind of like on a crack or a nail in the stonework. You see what appears to be a torn piece of a shirt.
all of us observe that, or me specifically?
So the rest of my missing shirt.
I mean, as you're approaching it, you like any of you can kind of notice or point it out. It's pretty obvious.
It wouldn't be of any importance to me because I haven't met the man, so it would be meaningless to me.
Yeah.
And do we like know if that was the kind of shirt he was? I know we didn't like get a good glimpse of him. Like,
It looks like kind of a red striped shirt, but you don't know if you don't remember it being the one that the kid that you saw run away was wearing.
Raylan, unfocused, just looks at Lester and goes, "What are the consequences of living in the sewer? Do you feel like you are suffering from any ill health effects?"
He says, "Ha! No! I'm healthy as a horse."
Are horses healthy? I'm unaware. What is the health state of a horse?
Have you seen a horse?
I think I've seen at least one horse. That's the big. Hold on, I think I might have a drawing. And she shows like a picture of an ox. Is this a horse?
Close.
Close enough.
Okay. What is this then? I thought this was the horse.
That's an oxen.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Are oxen healthy?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard people typically say like strong as an ox. That's a phrase.
Interesting.
She drinks more.
as he kind of pushes the raft to the like down a right hand bend. You guys are traveling through this kind of garbage strewn place, and the raft kind of bumps up, and he says, it's a bit dry here. It looks like you may have to go on foot. I don't know if I can pass this area."
Is the stone back again? It's not like carved out or anything.
No,
It's like
not really. It's there's no like a raised side area. It's basically it looks like the water kind of like any whatever the bottom is, like the mud and the garbage kind of rises up above the water level. So it looks like this entire tunnel is pretty much dry. I mean, it's wet, but it's not like deep water.
So where would it come up to us then?
No. It's like
It's completely flat. We could
it's
walk on that.
dry,
It's not.
yeah, and
Okay.
kind of above the water line.
Okay.
Like dry for him or dry for
I mean, it's
like,
probably still gonna be like muddy and
Like
soaked.
sloshy.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of?
probably gonna be like thick mud.
Not
Yeah.
as moist as Raylan's used to, but
If it's dry enough for us to walk on, then take one last really big gulp of his whatever the hell I've been drinking. All right.
join us.
Is she gonna start getting disadvantages on her rolls? That's the real question. How drunk have you gotten?
I'm a pirate, ma'am. There is no disadvantage.
Ma'am.
I get advantage for being drunk.
What did you ask if he was gonna come with you?
Tico, are you gonna come with
Oh.
us?
Well, I haven't really thought about it. No one even talks to me, let alone. I mean, would you
We-
have me?
Of course, they
I
had
have
me.
a lot of research and a lot of questions I'm going to have to ask you, my friend Tico, soon, because you are a very small and very orange human, very different from what I am used to. So you must stick around for my research.
She's writing a book, apparently.
Oh, that's fascinating. Sure, yeah, sure. And he hops out of the boat. Does the
So-
garbage kind of come up around Tico?
It's no. I mean, it's dry enough that you
Tico
can
is
walk
now
on top of it.
Tico the trash baby.
So is it just straight shooting to get out of here, or is there like a turn somewhere?
Well, Lester, you're coming with us, right?
Lester will say, I mean, I can guide you, but I'm not much use. I mean, I know the way, but I'm not much use without my raft."
What if we pull it?
I think we've gotten enough help from Lester for now.
He says, "I can wait if you need a ride back."
Yes.
That would
That'd be
most-
nice.
that would be most helpful.
Are you going
Right.
to charge us on the way back?
Ah. He says, "I don't know. Are you gonna be coming back with money?"
We might be coming back with the head of a child. We don't know yet.
Wait,
I don't
At the head
accept
of
that.
a child.
From
I
my-
thought you guys were just helping this kid.
From my research, all of these women have very nice breasts, according to Tavern Men. I'm sure they could show you a breast or two.
Would you like to see our breasts?
According to my research, Bobby shows part of her breasts, if not all of her breasts, to get alcohol and other gold items.
You and Bobby have that in common.
Chico blushes and turns around.
It's okay. You'll get used to this.
It's okay, Tika. We're all family now, so.
He's covering his eyes.
Poor little man. He's just like, no.
I'll turn.
It must seem really
Lester
big to
and
you,
just
but it's actually normal. Sorry.
Lester, let's say we don't have money when we come back. Can we offer services of a different kind to repay you?
I can sing you a song, but that's as far as it's going.
We got a bard. She's great. I haven't actually heard her sing, but she's great.
You can sing songs?
Yeah, about sewerfish with 3 eyes.
The
I haven't heard that
Such
one
a good
before.
deal.
Yeah, I'll sing to you. I'd love to.
Sing for us now. We have a minute.
All right, I'll take out my bone flute and sing a little song and do a little toot on it. So, oh, that does not sound good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sing about a 3-eyed fish where the mystery is where the missing eyeball is.
I really hope you don't fucking crit fail here.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Oh.
That is
Yes. So much yes.
Oh! Oh my god! Wow.
I'm so happy. This is great. You might be drunk, ma'am.
Apparently there was a piece of poop that got in the pipe, and like so there was something. Oh my god! Right? Well, I'm not gonna say
Damn,
because I don't want to get a
bone
disease after, but something dripped on it.
Here, clean it with some alcohol.
Drink it.
He's just like leaning on his boat. He says, yeah, Tico, these are strange people.
But Lester, they're my friends.
Friends.
Good luck.
Come on, I've never had friends before. Please.
He says,
Just wait here for us.
just get back before morning, all right?
I'll
do my best.
So he says, all right, look, you go down the tunnel, you make a right at the first junction, not straight. Don't go straight. Make a right. And then once you go right, it should be dry up there because it comes up onto the what is it called? The maintenance area.
Right is all right.
And then you just keep going straight. When you see a ladder, that should be the ladder for the well that is right behind, or right in the alleyway behind the warehouse you're looking for.
Go straight then right then. Yeah, you got this. Let's go.
What happens if we go straight?
Poop. Duh.
Oh.
He was gonna answer, but no, she answered for him.
Let's go. She's leaving. She is
She's
drunk and ready to get out of the sewers.
Go straight, girl.
Is anybody following her?
Yeah,
she's
we're going.
Yep.
okay.
Let's go.
Following behind.
Okay.
See you, Lester.
You as you kind of rush down the tunnel, on top of this sort of mud and garbage and stuff, you're basically doing what he said. You go ahead down this sort of dry tunnel and eventually, after about 300 feet or so, there's a juncture. It goes straight, it goes left, and it goes right.
Right is all right.
All right, you make a turn going right, and as you do, you see there are actually periodically spaced grates in the ceiling above you that are casting little bits of moonlight down into the sewer. And you hear a shout.
No.
Oh.
It sounds like a man's. It sounds like a man's voice. And he's saying, "No."
Is it a young man?
It doesn't sound particularly young or high pitched.
Oh, okay.
But you do hear shouting, followed by a loud, kind of throaty.
This is above us.
Nope, it's down the tunnel that you're heading down.
Oh,
Oh.
Tico turns around and walks away.
bye, Tico.
Oh, Tico. No, Bobby
Um,
here. She's fucking awesome. She's like strong and it messes people up. We're fine. We're fine.
I don't know. That sounds really bad, you guys.
We got
I-
this. Trust me.
I-
I've got my swords. I've got a crossbow. I am so ready for this. Let's go, Tico. I'll protect you. I promise.
I want to be sneaky.
Okay, so
Nope.
some of you wanna what? So what do you guys want to do? You're at the basically the beginning of the tunnel. You hear this noise coming from the end of it.
I'm gonna hide in the shadows. I'll tell you what.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
I can find it.
I just casted a spell.
Okay. You cast Pass Without a Trace, which is going to give a +10 bonus to any stealth checks.
Well, I
Nice.
passed regardless with things.
All right.
that's-
Tico, by the way, you have another nat 20 courtesy of Dragon Gem.
Oh, thank you! Mwah, mwah.
He's gonna need it.
All right. So do you guys all want to roll stealth checks, or do some of you want to sort of charge ahead?
So like how dark is it in the tunnel? Like can we
It's
see
still
it?
pretty dark. The light is enough that you don't necessarily need a torch here, but you can sort of hide on the edges near the walls and kind of like in the murk.
I just created a magical shadow to hide underneath.
Yeah,
so
you so you're as what's called oh my god, I just blanked. As Raylan sort of begins to sort of channel energy, you see the shadows seem to kind of lengthen and darken around you.
Cool. Okay, yeah, let's all be stealthy and kind of see what we're working with
Okay,
before we attack.
stealth checks then.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You guys get an extra +10 on whatever you rolled. So, all right. So you guys are ducking down into these shadows as you kind of creep slowly up. You hear another kind of loud shout, and you see there's a little bit of a bend just ahead of you. And there's from around that corner you see a flash of light, and then someone go flying into the wall across the tunnel. They just boom, and then drop down to the ground.
What does the person look like?
Right now they look like a slumped pile of brown clothing on the floor.
Okay.
Can we see what through him?
You'd have to go up and look around the corner.
I want to keep sneaking forward then.
Okay. As you guys get up to where he is, some of you kind of peer around the corner, and you see that walking away from him now down the tunnel is a group of 3 large things. They kind of shimmer in the light. Or in the moonlight. They seem to have like scaly bluish skin, large hunched over form, and sort of spined fins go running down their back. They're kind of fat fish-like bodies, sort of just like waddling through the murk. And you see one of them is dragging what appears to be a man of about 15 years old, and what appears to be a very young girl.
Do I recognize this?
Go ahead and roll me a nature check with advantage.
Yes.
Those your relatives?
Can I check on the man too?
Yeah.
You said there weren't fish in here.
Oh man, that was a bad roll.
Um,
Fuck me, I should use my. I have.
You have what?
you have inspirations you can use if you want it.
Oh shit, I'm gonna use that.
Okay. Where did we go? Inspiration is an extra D8.
Nice.
Wow, I'm not getting any high rolls. Okay, but that's still 16. Do I
Okay.
recognize them?
These are not tritons like you. These are something else that you've probably seen before, but you've never had a run-in directly with. These are fish creatures called scum. They are
Of course.
basically large fish people.
Interesting.
Nice.
And
Are they
they
kind
are
of like Murlocs?
Yeah, I would say they're like
sort of more bigger and more aggressive.
Do they look like those things from Witcher 3 that spawn in the water?
Fatter than that, but yeah.
Better than that, okay. Whatever those are called.
Would I know anything about like their intelligence?
I would assume not. a
Yeah,
lot.
they are fairly intelligent creatures. They are organized. Here, let me
Do they ambush?
let me just say.
Are they tactical?
They, by the way, the creature that you're looking at, or the ones that you're looking at, looks something like this.
Like a Murloc.
And they are
It's a
they
fat
are
Murloc.
they are devious and they are aggressive. They are not pleasant.
What are you implying? That
So she
Murlocs are?
can't talk to them.
You don't know if you don't you what languages do Tritons come with?
They speak primordial, common, and
You can probably communicate with them.
Is that
Okay.
something that you want to attempt? Is that me giving away?
Okay, while that's happening, Ember, you wanted to go. They're kind of making their way down the tunnel. Ember,
I wanted to check on
you
the
wanted
man,
to
yeah.
check on the guy. You see someone that looks a bit like this. He is an old man. That is wearing sort of very dirty, sort of tattered robes. You can see kind of a big kind of like slash in his robes and kind of char marks on some of his skin and his clothing, and he's just kind of slumped down in the mud, looking like very bedraggled.
But he's alive. Like he is well enough to talk.
Do you want to you lean over him? You see he's wheezing, like he's not in great shape. The scum have not seen you at this point. You guys are kind of hidden, like they're not facing you.
How far away are they?
They're about 35 feet away and kind of slowly walking.
So
I don't want to talk to him when they're that close.
You can whisper to him. I mean, they probably won't hear you. You're being stealthy, right? So
Right.
yeah.
But sewers echoing and no.
Well, but I mean, your stealth roll is going to factor into anything you do.
No,
So
Yeah, okay. Are you okay? Why are you down here, sir?
so you want to kind of like try and wake him up or get his attention.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah.
All right. As
Make
you
sure keep him talking.
as you kind of roll him over, he that hurts.
Stay calm.
Who are you?
My name is Ember.
Ember. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Is the better question.
And he kind of like looks up almost over your shoulder and sees the scum. He says, I was taking them down. They have to be stopped.
You were fighting them.
Yes, they're going to get away.
Kind of like glances at the rest of the party. Like,
Raylan just goes, stay here. And she kind of runs out of stealth, and in Primordial she goes, compatriots!
oh god.
Your shout echoes down the tunnel, you see them kind of stop. And they turn towards you, and they're kind of like dripping fish faces just kind of like peer down. They're like they're kind of looking at you.
Oh, wait, I didn't get that. Can you do that one more time for me? Down in the DMs. Okay.
I want that as my ringtone.
Yeah.
I'm available for voice acting work. No.
Can you make my alerts for me?
They kind of like they drop the arm of the guy that they're dragging. The other one in the back with the little girl doesn't drop her, but the two that are the other they're the two that aren't carrying her are gonna step forward, and you see them. They're looking at you and they're not happy.
She says hello, in 3 languages, all 3 that she knows. She says in Common, Primordial, and Druidic, in fucking hopes that they respond to one of them.
So the one that is ahead, he kind of like takes out like this kind of bone trident like thing from his back, and he's gonna look at you, and he says, and this is in what's called I guess primordial. He'll say, "You look tasty."
Ember's gonna ready a dagger.
But bear in mind, they can see her. They haven't seen the rest of you guys because
Yeah,
the rest of you guys are stealthed.
Ready a dagger to throw.
The other one says, "Should we take her too?"
Raylan balls her fists and goes, "I am Raylan with the Triton species. You will not speak to me in that manner." Angrily and primordial.
All right, grab her. And the other one that's not like the bigger, kind of slightly bulkier one begins sort of bounding towards you. And unless anyone's gonna jump in, we're gonna roll some initiative. What's up?
In that moment, no, can I do that? Can
You have a chance to react. Yeah, so go for it.
Casts mirror image.
All right, so explain to me what this looks like. Like what's happening as he's running towards you with his trident.
As they come towards it, she makes a hard stomp with her left foot, and she says something in Druidic, probably. And she takes a hard right step, and when she does that, she ends up with a like space of her mirror images to kind of like distract them as to which one is really her. And then how many do I make? I always forget.
3 duplicates of yourself, so there's 4 of you total.
Okay, yeah. So she ends up taking some steps over and like kind of sways a little bit, so they can't tell if she's the 3rd or the 4th one.
All right. So you watch as Raylan kind of like as she chants and kind of steps, like she splits in 2, and then those 2 are gonna kind of step and split in 2. So there's 4 of her that are all doing the exact same thing at the same exact time. And as she does this, the Triton itself, one of them is going to be rushing forward, the other one's going to be walking forward. We're going to roll some initiative now because you guys, I'm gonna get here so you guys can use your tokens, and you can roll if you want, and then we'll get into this.
Oh, thank God. I hate going first so much.
Alright.
Alright,
It's not turning up in the turn order because we have to select our characters first.
it's fine, I gotcha.
Okay, chill. Cool. Let's go to my initiative.
Alright, so,
Oh man, that
3
was-
nines.
did everyone get a 9?
3 nines. Damn.
Everyone get a
Yeah.
9. 9, 9, 9, and then I have to roll for them. Where are they? They are 20 plus 3. Nat 1.
Woo!
And the other one is gonna get an 18. I'm gonna use these guard tokens, but it's not the guards, so because I have it here.
I've just been devouring chips for the past like half hour. Everyone in the stream probably thinks I'm a fucking heathen over here. So I'm like,
Welcome to my life.
Nah, you eat. You do you.
Okay, so the one in the back, the one that is not rushing towards you, is going to. The only one he sees is Raylan at this point, so he is going to throw his trident at Raylan. Now, Raylan, tell me what's going on with the mirror image here.
well, currently we're just kind of taking steps.
No, I mean when he attacks, what's going on with it?
When he attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Does he hit?
No, you have to tell me what the spell does.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm new to this spell. A duplicate's AC is 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether he attacks. Instead, targets one of your duplicates.
Okay, so he has to roll a d20. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. Okay, so you have to roll a d20. 19 is higher than 6, so the attack is going to hit your duplicate. So what's your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity bonus is 1.
So one of your duplicates has an AC of 11, so he's going to make a ranged attack against it.
Yes.
That is a 26.
Damn.
Fuck me sideways.
So he just chucks this, and you watch as you're kind of still doing your motions and kind of preparing your next action. You watch the trident just flies right past you and kind of like skewers one of your duplicates, and the illusion just kind of blinks out of existence as the trident clatters against the wall, probably just barely missing one of your friends' heads as it kind of slams against the wall and falls to the ground. And then he kind of like
Douche.
you see him kind of pull out this other, like, this sort of bone knife that he has, and that was the one in the back, so that's his turn. As he moves in, he's probably about 10 feet away at this point. Malvina, what do you want to do?
Can you describe to me what they're wearing and what they're holding for weapons again? I'm sorry.
Yes, so they're not really wearing much. They're basically decked out in like some I guess primal looking beads and teeth and stuff like that, like maybe bones, trophies, various things. They're not wearing much in the way of clothing. One of them has a trident made out of what looks like wood and metal shards and bones, and the other is now holding a dagger that seems like it was carved from like a bone or a tusk.
Sure.
Wait, real quick, do I not go first?
What happened? What?
I rolled
She rolled
shit.
a 19,
Did
so she
I-
would have gone first.
Did I not? Where's
Fuck Sean,
Oh, I didn't add your thing to the thing.
To
Did
the
I
thing,
not?
to the thing.
Did I? Who?
So it would have been.
Oh no,
Bobby
Raylan had a
first.
5 on her thing, and I don't know why that was. So I messed up. My bad.
Way to go.
It threw me. Okay, so Bobby, you should have gone first, but that's fine. What do you want to do? But we'll say this happens right before he throws his thing.
You
So-
also have sneak attack, so
Yeah, so he still hasn't seen the rest of us,
He has
right?
only seen Raylan.
Okay. So, and then like positioning wise, so there's one who's like charging forward, and then one who's like in
A
the
little
back.
bit behind it, and then there's actually a third one that's in the back that's holding the little girl, that hasn't advanced yet.
and just let the little girl go. It's fine.
Okay. Is there any way that I can like sneak around Raylan's like all of her duplicates in like a sneaky way, stick to the side, and then try to like charge at the one who's charging forward? Like, can I meet that guy?
There's a lot of-
Sure, give me 1 second here as I look for my dice. Okay. Go for it. Yeah, you can try and sneak around. What is your stealth total? Your stealth total.
Like, do I roll stealth? Or
No, you from before.
from before.
Yeah.
17.
Plus 10, right?
Yes,
Okay.
27.
27. You got it. Okay. So where do you want to
Okay.
move to?
So I'm going to move just like, I guess like, I just want to like, I guess the trajectory of the guy who's like running forward. And so I let him like go past me, and then I want to like take my swords and like try to stab him in the back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack with advantage because he has not seen you.
Okay. How do I attack?
If it's on your character sheet, you should be able to click the where like under your
Okay.
weapons.
Okay.
Close
So that is a
scimitars.
13. That is that going to hit?
And I have twin scimitars. I don't know if I have to roll separately. For
do you have the? I believe it's 2-weapon fighting as a feat. I believe.
I have no idea.
Let me see.
I don't remember.
2.
But it's a good thing you're doing it, because I was also going to ask it on my turn. So-
Let me check. 2-weapon fighting. When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability to the second attack, which.
I want to say that's a fighter feature.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay.
Bless you.
So,
Bless you.
Thank you.
You get
That was
2.
cute.
Yeah. Okay. You're 5th level anyway, so you do get a you get a second attack. Yeah.
Okay, so I roll twice.
Yeah. You can roll again.
Okay.
That
That
will
one was
definitely
better.
hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. In chat, you click the scimitar the word scimitar, and it'll do the damage.
Both or the second one?
Just the second one.
Okay.
All right. So as one blade kind of swings by him, the other kind of stabs right into his side. As you just puncture his side, and he's like, as he turns his kind of chomping face towards you, as you are now out of the shadows, like right up face to face with him. As he wrenches himself away from the blade, you kind of pull it out of his side, the kind of blackish blood dripping off of it, as he has now a gaping wound in his like right in his ribs.
Score.
All right, that means that we are going to go to Malvina now.
okay. The 2 then, not the one that Bobby just hit there, but I'm
Yes.
going to try, and as long as I have the range to do it, 120 feet. So
Yeah.
and then it's going to be a 30-foot cube. I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern and stay hidden. There's no verbal component to it.
Okay.
So they are going to need to make a will save. And
A
my
wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save. Yeah, sorry. I'm doing 3.5
Yep.
talk.
That's fine.
Of a DC 15.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. There. What's the DC?
15, please.
Okay, first one is a fail. Second one is a success.
Okay. The one that failed is going to be charmed for the duration, and it is incapacitated. It has a speed of 0. But the spell ends if it takes any damage or someone else uses an action to shake it out of its stupor.
All right. So a charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities. You have an advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creature. So the one that you caught the one that was. So there's 3 of them. There's one that's right up with Bobby. There's one that's behind him, and there's one that's way in the back. You caught the one in the middle.
Okay.
So that means he is not hostile to you right now. He's still hostile to your friends.
It says that this spell says the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Incapacitated. Yeah. So
by the spell.
that means he's not moving and
Okay.
he can't do anything. He's
Okay.
also not hostile to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Anything
good.
else you want to do? You want to stay where you are?
I do want to stay where I am. And actually, as a bonus action, can I do some inspiration?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Who do you want to inspire, and how are you inspiring them?
Bobby seems to kick a lot of butt for us a lot, so she's right up there in the fray. So I'm gonna be like, "You go get him, girl! I've seen what you can do. Kick his ass!" Yep.
All right, Bobby. You can take your 1d8 of it's 1d8, right?
Oh gosh.
I believe your inspiration dice should be 8.
That's actually I don't know where to look that up. Yes, it is 1d8. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bobby, you have 1d8 of inspiration dice. Also remember, guys, you have your nat 20s if you need them. Okay, that means we're gonna go to Tico.
Hi. I think Tico is going to come out of hiding. And I'm gonna hit the one in front of Bobby with Firebolt.
Okay.
And I'm gonna twin it.
Okay. That's an attack roll on you? Is it an attack roll from you, or does he have to make a save?
I believe it's an attack roll from me.
All right, 25 will definitely hit.
Nice.
Sweet. Whew. And then I'm gonna do it again because I twinned it.
Okay. That'll also hit.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So as you kind of step out of the shadows, you kind of lance your hand forward, and a familiar kind of red glow shoots up your arms, like lighting up the veins in your arms. And as it comes to your hand, it just sort of blasts out as a burst of fire that is going to just slam once and then twice into this thing's chest, sending it kind of stumbling back.
Yes. Now here's the thing,
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah.
Tico has wild magic.
Okay.
I do have the wild magic surge table in front of me.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
If we can't have surge via them, we'll have surge via Tico.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this was a cantrip, I think. I think Firebolt is a cantrip. So I might be good. Because it's only if it's first level or higher.
I don't even. I'm looking for the actual wild magic itself. Like it's not in the compendium.
I have the book in front of me. I can just read it to you if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. Just read me what it says.
Wild Magic Surge. Starting when you choose this origin at first level, your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Once per turn, the DM can have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher. If you roll a 1, roll on the magic
Okay.
surge table to create a magical effect.
Okay, so it's a first level or higher. Firebolt's a cantrip.
Yes.
Okay, then you are
Okay.
fine. Yes.
Okay. But just to let you know, that is...
Yep, got it. Done.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
All right. Ember, it is your turn.
Okay. Gonna remain sneaky. And can I make it to the second guy?
Yeah, you could run over to him.
Okay. I want to be real sneaky and I want to be stabby with my short sword.
He's incapacitated, so he can't do anything to you anyway.
Sweet. We're gonna stabby him.
All right.
Or not.
No, you have advantage because he's incapacitated.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really bad.
Let me
And
just
then,
check this real quick.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
Isn't it a d6 for sneak attack?
Do you have
damage?
sneak attack?
Yeah.
Then if you have advantage, yes, you get an extra. It should be per as per your level should take it. Let me check. Rogue sneak attack. Where is it? At 5th level is 3d6.
Sweet, even better. So that's a 10.
So an 18,
So 18.
18 damage from him as you kind of dart out of the shadows and just stab him right in the side, kind of twist the blade and pull it out as he that is going to end his hypnosis and his incapacitation.
I'm sorry.
No,
How to focus the next one.
First
I'm
job.
confused. I'm sorry.
Do it.
The incapacitated one is the closer one or the farther
Nope,
one?
the middle one.
Second one. Yeah. There's the
middle.
first one that's 2 people are on, the middle one, and then the one with the
The one
girl
on the
in
back,
back.
yeah. Anything else you want to do, Ember?
Do I get a second attack? Because I am like with 2 short
Yeah,
swords.
you're 5th
so-
level, so you should have a second attack.
Okay. Look at that.
Nat 20. There we go.
Nice.
Look at that 9.
All right. So you just kind of with your other sword,
Yeah,
you
stab
swing,
him in, and then I like
just
slash him
cut
again.
across his fishy flesh. All right, that means we're gonna go to Raylan.
It's time.
Do you say that? It's time. It's time to kill.
Raylan's still kind of bobbing back and forth on her 2 feet. She pulls out, well, her and all of her only 2 now because she lost some duplicates, pull out her shield. And for a bonus action, she casts Flame Blade.
All right.
So she raises her hand in the air and she kind of swirls her hand a little weird and says something that doesn't make any fucking sense. And her and all of her little clones now have a flaming scimitar.
All right.
Dope.
Action for her main action, she is going to charge the guy in front of him. I am going to use my nat 20 for it, so I
All
can
right.
crit this fricker head.
Go ahead and roll double the damage then.
So that's 20.
Awesome.
Thank you for the 20, Alan.
So,
Wow.
how do you cut down this scum?
So she charges, and her little clones. I'm feeling so, and they mentioned it in chat too. I'm feeling so fucking Naruto-esque right now. Charge in, like I'm feeling like Naruto run as fuck as I just come in and I do like a hard, like I jump up in the air and I go, yeah, and then I slash him across the chest.
All right, as you kind of jump up, like all three of the clone, you watch as all three of the clones in the air kind of swing this flaming sword down. The one in the center sort of slashing across his chest, and you watch as it kind of cuts across his neck, and with the blood like spurting down his scaly stomach and chest, he and he just kind of collapses into a pile in the mud. The other one, who is in the back, who's kind of shrugging off his hypnosis, like turns to all of you. The last one is kind of in the back, is not looking happy at this, and he's freaking out at this point. We're gonna go to the one that is up with, this was the paralyzed one. Oh no, wait, this is the dead one. Paralyzed one went first. So this one's dead, which means we're back at the top of the round with Bobby.
Okay, so we still have the guy that used to be hypnotized, right?
Right. The second
He is still alive, yeah.
Okay.
And the one in the far back.
And the one at the far back. Okay, so, and then Haley and, Ember and Melvina are on the second one, right?
No, it's just me on the second
Just
one.
Ember.
Everybody
It's
else
just you.
attacked the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll go ahead and meet up with Ember. And I'm just going to, like, take my scimitars and just, like, cross-slash them.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and
I
roll
love
me
scimitars.
your double attacks.
Okay.
The 16 will hit.
Okay.
You also have an inspiration, 1d8 if you want to use it on your second one.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. So it's roll one
/R or
D8, right?
/roll 1d8, yeah. A 10, unfortunately, is not going to hit him,
You tried.
So close. Okay.
but the 16 will.
And that rolled 14 slashing damage.
All right, as you just kind of, one across his kind of blade blocks it, but the other one slashes right across his stomach on the other side. So that, how much did you do, Ember?
You did like 20 something, right?
Yeah, I did 18 and then I did 9. So, math.
Doing math. All right.
27.
How do you bring this one down?
Me?
Yeah.
Describe the kill.
I fucked him up real nice for you.
Yeah, you got him ready for me. You did the most work.
You're welcome.
I
Choke me later.
Okay, I can do this.
I'm imagining as Haley's twisting her blade in this guy, I'm just gonna go ahead and like stab the scimitar into him and like twist it as well, so he's got like two. I want to like team tag this.
I'm in love with this woman right now. Let's do this.
So as he's kind of like shaking off the hypnosis, and Ember's got her sword kind of dug into his side, he kind of swings a claw, kind of like blocking one of your blades aside, but you just jam the other one in by the tip and sort of slide it right into his gut, and you kind of
Just
feel
the
it.
tip.
Yeah, you feel it kind of like actually hitting against Ember's blade, like inside his guts. As he just, you watch as it kind of like a mouthful of blood just out of his sharp fish-like teeth.
Can we please pull out like the same time as
Yeah,
like,
you
blood?
Just spray blood as he just collapses backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
We touch tips.
Nice.
As this is happening, now he is actually also dead. As this is happening, because that's Bobby's turn, Malvina, you see the one in the back is turning to run, and he can't run very fast, but he's kind of like waddling away.
All right.
What do you want to do?
I want to cast Hideous Laughter on him.
Oh shit!
All right.
All right, so tell me how that works.
So the Miss Nico, wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and able to stand as it just like busts out, belly laughing at something very funny. Falls
What's the
into a
DC?
fit. 15, please.
He rolled a 10.
All right. So he just thinks this is all hysterical and just starts laughing, and he must let
So-
go of the girl, right?
All
So
my friends
you-
are dead.
You watch as something kind of overtakes him. You're not sure if fish can laugh.
Can you try? I don't want to hear it.
Fish can laugh. You guys are racist.
Literally just what a Murloc sounds like.
Yeah, come on, let me hear that laugh.
Hideous laughter and Tasha's hideous laughter. Isn't that a spell itself too? I think the same.
I think
I think so, probably.
Probably.
You watch as something kind of overtakes him as he trips and just falls flat, face first into the mud and garbage, dropping whatever he was carrying, and with him just kind of like writhing and kind of like chuckling or chortling, making these unnerving sounds. That is going to incapacitate him, which is basically going to put him out of commission, meaning there is no one left for you guys to fight. That is it. You have beaten these guys. What do you want to do? How do you want to? I mean, he's still alive. Do you want to do anything with him?
Well, so he had the girl. What happened to the boy?
The boy was dropped in the mud. He looks unconscious. He is in the mud, sort of over by where the guy was running away.
I'm going to run over to the girl and just like, I don't know if the like Murloc. I'm imagining he's still got
The
like a
Murloc?
hand on her. And
Yeah, she's probably
I-
still like pinned under his arm as he's
Aw.
prone on the
These
ground.
are
I'm
scum
gonna go ahead.
guys.
Sorry.
We're in the wrong world right now.
We can get sued for that, you know.
I'm going to take the girl out from under the scum.
All right. She is a young girl of probably about 12, and she's wearing a fairly nice, I guess like a night dress or something. But she's like also unconscious.
I want to pull the guy out of the mud. He's
Yeah.
probably like face first in it, but I want to.
Ooh, Raylan walks over to the guy too. Do I recognize it as that little asshole who stole from me?
He's not actually.
Oh, okay. She was gonna go over and kick him.
No,
But
he, the man. By the way, you have 1 minute before the laughter wears off. Do you want to do anything while this guy's on the ground, or do you want to let him go?
Tico, do you want to eat him?
Yeah.
No! No!
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't!
Yeah.
This is scum! It's not a fish. It's not a fish.
It looks like a fish.
It-
It
it-
sounds like a fish.
She looks like a
does.
fish, but we don't eat her.
This is true.
Good point.
I mean, I'd look the other way.
We're not gonna eat him. We can kill
He's
him
gonna-
in the suffering because we're not
He's
gonna
gonna
let
like
him go.
he's gonna like flopping on the ground like.
If you want to stab him, I will.
coming.
You're not eating him. So I'm gonna
Just a little bit.
kind of
Just the
move
leg.
the kid to where he's not like face first in the mud, and I'm gonna go like shove my short sword like into his throat, like not
Okay.
the kid.
As they're kind of
Scum.
standing around, you just kind of jam the blade in
Yeah.
and kind of twist it as he
Yeah.
as his laughter is going to cease. We'll say as that's happening, you guys can kind of pull the two unconscious people, the boy and this young girl, back to the tunnel where the old man was. And the scum are dead, so you have these two people safely. The girl she's unconscious, but she's mostly like her clothing is dirty, but it's not torn to pieces. The guy, it looks like part of his shirt has kind of been ripped off.
Oh,
is
shit.
it-
Does he
is it
look
red-
injured?
Is it a red
or-
striped shirt?
It is, yeah. He is a little bit beaten up, yeah. He looks like he's been beaten pretty badly.
Oh.
Can we? I say we get out of the tunnels and deal with it outside versus being in poop. So
Before we do that, Raylan kind of like presses her palm kind of awkwardly onto the small boy.
Okay.
Man-child. And
Go ahead
casts-
and roll me the healing that you for cure wounds. As this is happening, the old man is kind of like leaning there on his staff. Sweet.
10.
The old man is there, kind of leaning on his staff. He says, "Oh my, that was an impressive display.
Something.
we know.
Oh, well, are you heroes?
I wouldn't go as far to say that. You could say yes, and we're heroes that actually work off of commissions. So, I mean, we saved your life, saved your pals. You pay us to get you out of here safely the rest of the way.
Once a month on Patreon for only $1.
He says, I have nothing to pay you with.
You've nothing.
No, but
Do you have alcohol?
I mean, a little. He kind of like wipes his hand off. He says, please, my name is Xander. Who are you?
A member. She's like, again, manly, real strong handshake.
Yeah. He says, oh, Ember. It's a good name. Very strong. He says, heroes. It's good. There haven't been heroes in Port Shaw in a very long time.
Typically, there's reason for that.
But there were once. There was a very great group of heroes here.
What were they called?
He says, "Oh, you've never heard of the Wave Riders?"
Would that be something that Ember would
Pulls
know?
out her journal out of her fucking boobs.
Yeah, anyone who has spent time in Port Shaw would have probably heard. The Wave Riders are sort of like a legend, that like a strange tale. About 5 years ago in Port Shaw, there was a fairly famous group of sailors. They were fighting to make Port Shaw a better place. Supposedly, they went and attempted to cut down. They attempted to cut down the Kraken, and were basically they lost their captain in the process.
Were they a part of the same group with Mr. Razor?
I actually misspoke there. Jacob Razor didn't die fighting the Kraken. He died fighting Gar Bloodbane.
Oh. Well, shit. My lore's all fucked up. Thanks.
Right. Sorry. I just realized that when I was telling this story. But they apparently their captain died fighting the Kraken, and after that they kind of like everyone in the group sort of fell to destitution, to poverty, to just sort of being washed up kind of has-beens.
Same.
What
are their names?
He says, oh, well, it was the great Captain, Captain Trafalgar. There was, of course, me having to get my notes. He says, oh god, where are we?
Oh god. Same.
He says, so there was, Donovan Montgomery, there was Captain Trafalgar, Jailer Ramirez, and, there was, sorry, all my names are messed up, Belloc Talrog, and there was, there was, Xander Brim.
Interesting. That's your name, right, Xander? Is this a coincidence?
Were you a Wave Rider?
He says, I was a great sorcerer in my day, a great wizard.
Someone asked.
Yeah, he says, I was none other than the famous Xander Brim, but not anymore.
Can you not wizard anymore? Are you a gimp magic user?
He says,
can you not wizard anymore?
I can still prepare a spell or two, but I have been reduced to a life of poverty and of destitution.
Well, how did you get rid of it?
Rid of what?
Your magic.
I know.
How did you become a destitute when you have magic?
Magic.
It's a long story.
Do you used to have more magic? I don't understand.
Well, I
We
lost
don't
my-
have time for your stories. We're on a quest, you see. We're trying to find some kid, and we're just nice enough to help you.
Mm.
So,
Raylan turns and it's her first angry face she has given the party. And she taps her journal 3 times. Like, I have shit to do too.
That's what you give for angry facing me. Raylan.
I have notes to take, guys. This is fucking serious.
Ember, your sneak attack was so stealthy. Oh my goodness.
I feel like everyone needs to sub to the fucking stream after that. Everyone
I like how someone said, "Oh no, is she okay?"
Did she die?
guys on the
Is she dead?
stuck inside of a desktop computer.
Are we just down here now? Is it like are you sitting on the floor now?
Here, we'll get low with you.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm stuck in a computer. I've been sitting on a desktop because I don't have a computer chair. I'm stuck inside of it. And
I'm about to fall out of my chair doing
I'm about to hold on.
this. Is great. 10 out of 10.
So, as she's recovering, as you're kind of talking, you see the young man is kind of regaining consciousness. That she healed. He's kind of, oh, where am I? What happened? Jesus, who are you?
We
Who the hell
saved
is
you.
the Jesus thing.
What's going on here? What happened to the creatures?
We saved you. Now pay up.
Well, no, you don't have to pay up. Ember,
Tico. Please.
they're in distress.
He says,
And so am I.
how
Sorry, I made it.
how'd you find me?
We just happened to be strolling by. And you seemed to needed a hand, and we gave that hand. Multiple hands, actually. We, saved your life.
He says, I gotta get back to the ship.
What ship?
The Quell's whore.
What's your name, Sonny boy?
He says, my name is Rats.
Your name is Rats.
Well, it's my nickname. That's what everyone calls me.
Do you have an actual name?
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy Rats.
Jimmy Toppin.
Jimmy Tommy Rats.
Everyone just calls me Rats. I'm a cabin boy on the Quell's whore. I was. Yeah. What?
Do you happen to know of a young man that may have been stealing things?
I'm just gonna walk up and just grab him by the tatters of the shirt that's left on him.
Yeah.
Be like,
You're the
Where?
grabbiest girl.
She's very handsy. I thought I was handsy, but damn.
I'm a little handsy. Where is our boat piece? Whatever. It
Or
was.
both butt.
Our boat
Did he
butt.
do
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been stuck down here for all night.
No way.
What a convenient excuse,
He says-
Mr. Jimmy Rats. We saw you steal from our boat and run off with it. We were sent down here to find you. We have gone through a
Who
hell
sent
of
you?
a night.
Who sent you to find me?
I'm very confused.
Anna Strong.
I thought we were also looking for the cowboy, but it's another guy that stole stuff.
I thought we were looking for the other boy.
Yeah,
Wait,
this
is
is another
this
boy.
not- Well,
It's not.
wait.
Anna.
The cabin-
This is not the right cabin boy? How
No.
many cabin boys does she have?
There was so the guy was looking for the cabin boy. So we're looking for the other guy that was looking for the cabin boy, right?
No.
Is it the camera?
So he kind of as he kind of sees this. But Anna sent you to find me. Oh, she's gonna kill me.
If we don't kill you first, because I'm very confused. When I get confused, I get angry and then I get
look.
stabby. So.
We gotta get. I gotta get this to her. She needs this.
What is that?
He's holding like a rolled up piece of like a couple bunches of paper.
Snatch.
You all right? You pull the papers out of his hand.
What are they?
As you unroll it, it's like it looks like a bunch of papers that were torn out of a book. You're not sure exactly what it is. You know, it appears to be like from some sort of
Is it the ledger?
From some sort of bookkeeping thing. Like there's some words that are scrawled, and then there's some lines, and in another column there's what look like they may be weights and prices.
Do they look any importance to me whatsoever?
You wanna look over the contents?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Fuck. No.
All right. You're not sure. It looks kind of like gibberish. Or nothing of importance. You can read it out loud if you want to see if it stirs. You see descriptions of like crates, like large barrels, like dimensions of crates. One of them says, one of them seems to be talking about is like a 10 by 10 metal cage that seems to be enumerated detail wise, and there's kind of a weight for it. And then under that, you see in brackets, you see 4 like not names, or they're just descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be descriptions of people.
Does any of this seem important to you? All this is gibberish to me. She kind of like flaunts it to the rest of the party.
Yeah, I think Tico's gonna step forward and take a look at it.
Okay. What do you wanna look at? You just wanna read it?
Just look it over. I want to read it, and I want to see if the descriptions of the people like ring a bell to me.
There are the 3 descriptions. One of them seems to be a woman, a red-haired woman who is apparently like it only describes like in a dress.
Is she blind in one eye?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
The other appears to be says. Is like it seems to be describing like a 12 to 15-year-old boy, a very very young kid.
Okay.
Another is a man, and then below that it says one female, blue skin, and then it lists an address.
What did we do?
Wait, blue skin. Is that blue-skinned one? Is that Raylan? Like, is it Raylan's address?
I would think that we wouldn't.
I don't know. You'd have to show it to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this and say, well, there's only one blue-skinned person I know.
Raylan looks at it and goes, "Didn't we just kill a lot of blue-skinned folk?"
Raylan, as you look at the paper, you see there's lines next to all of these names, and then the address seems to be defined. It seems to be talking about there's a like right above where the apartment that you were staying in was a small alchemy shop. So the address seems to be addressing that alchemy shop, and then right next to the description there's a price that says 500 gold pieces.
Are you wanted, ma'am?
I do not know, but I suppose we must go.
The boy says, "Look, I don't. The captain wanted this ledger. They're selling. They're selling people.
Who's selling people?
Out of the warehouse. That's what she wanted to know.
Do you know where the warehouse is at?
Yeah.
Could you show us?
Yeah.
Lead the way."
And
I before he says anything, I want to turn to the old man. Are you able to walk and get out of here?
He says, I can support myself, thank you. And he's kind of like leaning on his walking stick.
Is the girl still unconscious?
She is. Yeah, she hasn't woken up yet.
Who's the strongest of us? We'd probably get this girl out of here too.
I have a strength modifier of 0.
Same. So we just need to get her out. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
I have a strength modifier of 1.
You're stronger than I am.
She's a small girl, so anyone can
Yeah.
carry her.
Okay, then
Okay.
I'll help her out. I don't.
Where do you want to carry her
I-
in the direction you're going, or do you guys want to leave first and then come back?
I want to carry her out of here. I'm not going to leave her by herself in the sewer. So do I need to like, go
Yeah.
straight?
No, yeah, no, I understand. I meant, did you want to like go? Because you said you wanted to go to the warehouse, or do you want?
Is that not in the same direction we're going? Because if we can just get her above ground,
Yeah, you can do that.
I will leave her somewhere. I don't care, but I want to get her out of the sewer.
So you guys with Ratz's help, he's able to lead you. It's not very far. Up eventually down the pathway that you were originally going to travel, you find a kind of a metal runged ladder in the side of the stonework, and as you ascend it, he will kind of lead you up through the well that you guys come up through, and you're now in sort of a central part of town. You're now above ground. There's this big towering building immediately to the right, with a bunch of other buildings whose backs are to you as you come out of here. And he kind of like he ushers you to follow him sort of up this up this kind of scaffolding, because it looks like part of this building is still under construction or has just been left that way. As he leads you up to the scaffolding, you see there's these kind of like swinging windows in the top level, right? And you're all sort of on this scaffolding. The moonlight is kind of coming down through the warehouse walls and the windows. And as he kind of like points you through, he says, "Look, they're in there." And as you guys all sort of look through the windows down, you hear voices kind of echoing through the emptiness of the warehouse. You see the light kind of illuminating many boxes, many things covered with cloth. And the first thing that kind of catches Raylan's attention, you hear two very familiar voices. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Oh no!
Oh!
My friends!
We're your friends now.
You replaced them, it's fine.
And that is, I think that is going to be where we're going to hang it up, because it is a little past midnight. We went a little bit late just because of some early starting, but that is fine. Thank you, Eric, for the host, my friend. Welcome. Man, let's go around don't go anywhere, guys. We have a lot of stuff we want to talk about. Before we do, let's go around the table and get some thoughts and opinions on what is going on and on today's session from our cast. Let me turn off the music here, because I don't need that anymore. I want my pirate music back. Where's my pirate music back? Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Yeah. Bring. Where is it? I can't find it.
Like the electric slide, like bring it back, all y'all, or whatever that is.
2 steps now. To the right.
I can't find it.
Step to the left. Slide
Everybody,
to the right.
clap your hands.
There we go. Pirate music. I got it. All right. Well, let's go around the table and get some thoughts and opinions on today's episode. What you guys thought about the characters, the cast, and how things went. And let's start with you, Haley.
Fuck you.
How was your first time here?
Oh man, it was so much fun. Like, I love this group of ladies. They're just absolutely amazing. I love the characters. It's just amazing. Is like the only word I can think of right now. Because we just all clicked very well. The characters, I love the way that they kind of mesh in certain ways. The dynamics between each one of them. And it's only episode 2, and it's already like so much fun. I love it. But it's just drunk Ember and like I love it.
I was not expecting like a drunken master kind of like perpetually inebriated character, but I like the direction that it went.
She's gonna spend a lot of her time drunk. It helps her deal with the shitty town that she's stuck in right now. She's been here for a little bit, and she's like misses sailing. That's why she wants to be on the.
That's why she gets drunk, because it simulates being on the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. She really wants to be on the Cole's Whore. She cannot express enough how badly she wants to be on that boat, and she has to stimulate something. So it's like, let's get drunk and some like woo, water, you know. So, but I am looking forward to so many more sessions with you guys. I'm excited.
Yay!
Awesome. Well, if people want to find more of you in particular, where can they do that on the internet, and what do you tend to get up to?
I am the Great Haley on all social media, so Twitter, Facebook, not Facebook, ignore that. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, everything. Just Google the Great Haley and it's everywhere. I am a variety streamer, so I play all kinds of games. I just recently finished South Park Fractured Butthole. We're starting The Rise of the Tomb Raider tomorrow. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, make sure you go check out her channel. It's a ton of fun. There's a lot of dancing, and of course, make sure you thank her for being here and thank
So
her
much
for being
dancing.
Awesome. Yeah, more than I do.
So much dancing.
Let's go to our other new friend today, having her first time here on the table. It's Dingus. How did you enjoy it today?
Oh, I loved it. It was incredible. It was incredible watching you guys and the dynamic and watching you guys be fucking nasty. I loved it.
Choke me later, please.
That's for the Patreon stream.
Yep. But yeah, I just think Tico is doomed. He's surrounded by all of these incredible, very horny, sexy women. He's doomed. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't even.
It's not even boys, but ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
we
Quadruple
a couple of us swing
horny
both
ladies.
ways.
Yeah. I'm excited for Tico to become like the pet of the group.
He's freaking
like that's
3
kind of what he
feet
is.
one.
He's
He's 3 feet tall. Sooner or later, we're gonna start petting him.
Oh my goodness.
Who's a good boy?
I kind of feel like that's his whole jam. Like he's just very excited to be along with you guys because he's just been by himself in the underdog. But yeah, no, I had a fantastic time. You guys are amazing. And I'm so excited to keep playing this. It's gonna be incredible. And I'm super creeped out by this whole like people selling spooky warehouse.
Yeah,
Don't like it.
That I'm involved, guys. Sign me up.
No, I'm excited about that. I want to hear all about who your friends are.
Awesome. And where can people find more of you on the internet if they so desire?
Oh, if you so desire, you can find me at Where's My Dingus on, like Haley said, on anything. On Twitter, on Twitch. You can also find me on twitch.tv/off_the-table, where I play a D&D campaign on Mondays called Tales from Thersha. And I play on Wednesdays. Every other Wednesday, we do a Burning Wheel campaign called Burning Anghelm. And it's super dramatic, super intense. I would definitely check it out. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
I assume when she becomes fulfilled as a person, she'll be there's my dingus.
One day I'll find it.
Yes.
One day I'll find my dingus.
We'll help you out.
That's the quest. Of course, going back to the top, well, let's talk to Ms. Danny, who is muted, which means you gotta drink.
You haven't heard anything I've been saying. Fuck. Oh no. I'm like, everybody's ignoring me.
I was like wondering. I was like, wow, she's being really quiet this stream.
I'm seriously
Unusually.
I love you, ladies. I had so much fun. I absolutely didn't mean to offend at least 2 people on the pirate show, so I apologize. And ladies, if I offended you, I am so sorry. I will curb it a little bit there.
Wait, you were offending us?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay, no, fuck it. And so if I do though, just like private messages, yeah, you're fucked up.
Because we know we're talking about choking each other. I was like,
All right.
I mean, we had that image too in the Discord of like
That is,
Penises.
yeah, there was some penises in that. For
We
sure.
have choking
a lot of penises.
and penises in one picture. I can't say safe to say that we're like the brigade.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
All right, phew. All better. But I like fucking love this group. I am so excited. I think my character is going to be fiending something really soon, so she might be getting a little bit grumpy. But I can't wait, and I am going to miss you guys next week because I have Star Wars tickets I've had forever with like a same group of people we always go to. It's our like Star Wars tradition. So I'm gonna tune in as soon as I get home and like listen to you guys and like say I wish I was
I
there.
love you, Danny. I love
Oh, such a
you.
loser.
Danny.
We'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss you. Please don't choke anybody too good without me.
I can make you promises.
Okay,
No
okay. I hope you
promises.
do. We'll have something to
Star Wars.
entertain later on.
Oh. Well, Danny, where can people find more of you if they want that?
Sure. So I'm on here as Drunken Geekery, which is confusing because I'm on Twitter as Imperial Scum, which is basically my main thing. I run a lot of games in New England, a lot of Monty Cook games. I'm a host of the Cyphercast, which is a Monty Cook Games podcast. And I've got a lot of shit going on, which if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see it. I'm always getting into a little bit of trouble with games.
Yeah, well, probably.
Yeah, I mean, play with Bree on Return to Greyhawk, which is a 5th edition awesome D&D game on Sundays, and we have fun.
We have fun.
We have a lot of fun.
We do cry. Well, I cry a lot more on that stream than I do on this.
Very
I
serious
don't
on that
hold
stream.
my ass on that stream, but I do cry a lot more.
Well, the campaign is young, so we'll see what we can do.
You want to
So
make us
true.
cry. You want to.
Well, awesome, guys. Make sure you absolutely go check her out. Go give her a follow. And thank her for being here, as always. Next, we have the awesome Novalisi. Oh, no. There we go. We're back. Novalisi! Hi!
I had a total blast with this. I think it's the Murlocs were a fun touch, and
We're at Murlocs.
The scum.
I had a lot of fun with the whole group. I'm glad that like we're all here together. And we're like I like to see like how all of our characters and personalities are meshing and in more ways than one. And it's just been a blast. I'm so glad that you guys are playing with me, and I'm so grateful to like just be here with you guys. So thanks for being here, and thanks for having me, my first ever D&D buddies. I'm so happy.
Yay!
If you want to find me on social media, I beat you to it, Ren. I am at Novalisi on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. And on Twitch, I'm a variety streamer as well, and we've been playing a ton of Skyrim lately. So if you're into Skyrim, come hang out with us.
Awesome. Guys, make sure you go check her out, stream out. Of course, go give her a follow, show her some love, and thank her for being here. And last but not least, next to her, we have Bree.
Bree with a sore ass.
Hello. Bree, I'm NPC Bree. I'm very dedicated to all that I do in Dungeons & Dragons, whether it is or is not bruising my tailbone, my wrist, and other parts of my body. I might not be getting up for work tomorrow. But I'm sure many people laughed. You can find me on Twitter at NPC Bree, just about anywhere else on NPC Bree, but I don't really do anything else besides tweet all day. I do have, like Danny said, we do a stream every Sunday called Return to Greyhawk, where I play a bard who says a lot more swears and is a lot less nice. And she tends to stab people with forks. But I don't fall on my ass. So
Yes.
Not yet.
Yeah.
if you guys do want to see it, I did make a GIF while we were waiting of me falling on my ass. So make sure
Yeah.
Is it on your Twitter?
Gotta retweet the fuck out of that.
retweet the fuck out of my ass, please. Don't let it die. It needs to be trending.
Heroes never die.
Oh, jeez. Well, guys, make sure you go give all of these fantastic ladies a follow. Show them some love. Thank them for the awesome job they do here. We are looking forward to many, many more awesome sessions here. We'll probably be doing more of the prep for this game on Tuesdays because you guys seem to love it so much. And I'm just looking for ways to explore the awesome stuff in this world and have a ton more fun because I know I had a great time here. My name is Askren. If you don't know, you can see it. It's right here below me. I am the host and dungeon master here on Exploding Dice. And thank every one of you guys for coming out and hanging out with us today. It was a goddamn blast. First of all, I have to give a shout out to Frank TV and Kehun21 and Njord Coyote and Constimonsti, I think that's how you spell that, and Balzaron. And Lucha Libre Hero for following. Thank you guys for joining us, and welcome to the madness. And thank you, Biggest Arc, for the, how much is that? 500 and then 300 and then 300 and then 3 bits. Thank you so much for the bits.
Ooh.
Cheers, or beers for cheers, as I always say.
My glass is empty, but cheers.
Y'all, I don't know what this means because I don't know how Twitch works, but
It means he showed me his biddies.
Biddies.
Big
we're
ol'
all doing
bitties.
this tonight.
You get extra XP for that?
He does. And also thank you so much, Eric Vulgaris, for the girthy host, my friend. Thank you for joining us. If you guys don't know, Eric is a great friend of mine and a fantastic role-playing game streamer. You can catch him sometimes here on the Roundtable show that we do on Sundays. So if you guys enjoyed the show, make sure you hit that follow button, or if you're already following, check out that subscribe button. Is the best way to help support us here. I want to thank our subscribers for the session, for the night. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I have the only major announcement before we get out of here with a host is, if you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more craziness, make sure you tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, because let me put it on screen here. We're kicking off the very first game of Dicember. I believe I may have announced it last week, but we've been doing a ton of work. Here's the image on screen. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock is the first game for Dicember. I'm going to be dungeon mastering, and we've got Margaret Crone and Dr. Meg Connell and Random Tuesday and Darcy L. Ross all playing in a one-shot, and they have decided that they are going to be the dungeon inspectors. That is what their party is going to be doing. It's going to be fucking crazy, and I'm looking forward to it, because not only is this going to be an amazing one-shot, but that one-shot and every other one-shot that we do here for the entire month are all going to be raising money for St. Jude's Foundation for Kids. We have already raised like $200 of our $2,000 goal before we even started playing, so thank you guys so much. I'm going to drop the Tiltify link in chat if you want to check it out. It's right there. Not only does donating help support kids, but also every $10 donated is going to get you a ticket entered to win one of the amazing we have like an entire room filled with prizes. I have another room over there that's just filled with stuff, with books. We've got Wizards books, we've got Paizo books, we've got Monty Cook games starter sets and books, we've got D&D terrain, we've got battle mats, we've got dice chests, and more stuff being added all the time. So every $10 entered will get you a chance to win something from there, and of course you can help make the game awesome with wild magic surges and natural 20s and all that good stuff. And so all that is December, is a whole month for charity. Not only were we doing the 4 Fridays, but Grant Ellis has helped me basically do nearly 20 other charity one-shots throughout the month that the community can sign up for. You guys can come play with us for charity, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So guys, show up here at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. It's going to be a blast, and let's make this month amazing. Let's help out some kids. That's it for me, man. I don't have anything else. I'm all tuckered out. So why don't we end things as we usually do by going and finding someone that we can pass the love on to with a raid. Who is doing the stuff right now? You know who we haven't said hi to in a while? We have not said hi to my my friends over at the Thog Lore. That would be cool. Yeah, let's go say hi to Thog. I'm gonna drop you off with my good over at my good friend Thog. They are running some D&D right now. I don't know what exactly game they're playing, but it should be good. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna drop this in chat if I can find my chat. Here we go. Exclamation point raid the Thoglore. There we go. Make sure you guys copy that command in chat, the Exploding Dice raid, and then once we hit it, we're gonna pop over to his chat and show him some crazy love. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time, guys. We're gonna get out of here. But as always, you know the drill. Thank you for watching, and don't let Dice Thulu get his tentacles on you, because he might turn you into a fish man and then try and eat you. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.